Yo, VIPs, let's kick it. Something a little different this evening. Something a bit new with the Ultimate Racing League. You're here at Thingymajig's racing channel, obviously, but we're here with the Ultimate Racing League for the Showdown. They're throwing it down. It's 1v1, ladies and gents. They're putting them out there. Just ono on mono. Mono on mono. They're gonna duke it out. There's not gonna be any distractions of the pack. It's just you versus me. And we're around Mount Panorama. It's been a top secret. I have just had it revealed to me. I was in the group with the draw, hot off the press. We are going at it around Bathurst. They get 2 laps virtually for practice, just an out lap and an in lap, just to see how the car feels, which is going to be the BMW M6 Endurance or something like that. It's going to be a Beamer. So yes, they've got it based out. We've got, I think, eight or 9 contestants tonight, and they're going to go around 5 laps, I believe, of Mount Panorama in the Group 3 BMW, and it is going to go off. Apparently, this is going to go smoothly. I've been assured that I am not going to have to get out the dad jokes. I am not going to have to search Google and then fill the gaps with utter nonsense. We are going to be getting people in and out of the lobby swiftly, so you guys are permanently going to be watching some racing. Yes, sirree. So at the moment, they can take whatever car they want, I suppose. It makes no difference. I don't know who we have up first. I think, well, oh God, they're my wife's glasses. That's a mistake. It was in the chat for me. They even went as far. So I think it's Dirgeview and Grahamad Ali maybe are the first up. And then the program starts, I think, from 7 o'clock. So we'll get a kick back and chill for a little short while. So race 1, P White versus Stealth. Race 2. Now these might get shuffled around. This is just a rough list for now. Frowny in from League 4, fighting with Too Fast for Use, also from League 4, so they'll know each other. They know of each other. Duffman in the chat saying good evening. Well, good evening to you, sir. Race 3, Poison Dwarf, who is racing in Sunday night's League 5 at the moment, versus Brian Moncani from League 2. And I mean, I know that seems like a jump, but the guys from League 5 have joined later in the season. Their levels have not been tested yet. They are going straight through the leagues, some of those guys. They are fast. Talking about fast, here's That's Life, also from League 5, versus Ruthless Rufus from League 2, a veteran and also a mighty fine commentator and streamer, must I say. Race 5, it's Hoggy, League 3, who has recently done very well in League 3. I still haven't seen no tables because League 1 are still going to duke it out. Their race was cancelled through to internet shadiness. So they are rerunning the last part of their race tonight, hopefully saving the replay. And Monday evening, we will get a wrap-up of our Sunday evening shenanigans. But for the next Sundays going forward, this is what you have to enjoy. Oh, here we go. Grahamad Ali versus Phaser. Is that? I'm clueless of who we're going to be racing this first one. Because I think a couple of guys are doing it. No, I want all of that, and I want them to bugger off. So it does look like it is a race 1, P White and Stealth. And it looks like they are in the same vehicle. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be race 1 with P White from League 3, who I have raced with myself. And I can attest, the man is swift. The man is fast. Stealth may have his hands full here, but remember, it is equal Stevens out there. They don't know the car. Although I do believe Stealth's been racing the season on Sundays in the BMW, so he might have a good feel. But who hasn't driven the BMW and owns Gran Turismo 7? I mean, we've all had a go in it. Come on, she's a bit of a slapper. She's had us all in her. So yes, I'm sure P. White has had enough mileage, although it does say brand new there, with Stealth with 192 miles under his belt, and it says 0-age miles for the, oh man, I don't want to guess. If I had to, I'd say Croatian, but I'm sure that's wrong also of what the flag is. So they're tentatively sat in the pits at the moment. Just checking there's no updates in the chat here. So here they go, they're out for their little practice, and Stealth with a lovely Jaeger livery. I don't think there's any expectation for a livery, and this one fresh off the factory floor for P. White. So they get to go around for an out lap, and then they can start a lap but come in at the end of it, and that is the testing they get around here at Mount Panorama. Stealth looking very steady in it. They're on racing soft tyres. Oh, P. White already finding out why the BMW is an absolute monster. It loves to get its tail on, loves to shake its tail feather. Does the Beamer. If you get on that accelerator a little too early, then she will punish you. At the moment though, Stealth feeling quite comfortable around the mountain. And this one, I would never rule P. White out. He is a very fast man, but it was an absolute, it was a random draw. I heard it, I was there, I tell you. It was shuffled about, and this is the combo that came up. It was the BMW, so it's just the way it is. But Stealth looking very comfortable in the BMW at the moment. I think the hot money in this first race is on the Stealth. I think that's he's looking good, but 5 laps around the mountain, anything can happen. And Stealth, I think, is in a bit of a rush because he's got to race off after this to finish off a League One's racing. So he's going to be in a hurry to get to that finish line, I tell you. So this is the last they get to get the feel of where the edge is of the BMW. It says Stealth's first run, he took it nice and easy. This is where he wants to hang it out, make the mistakes that he's going to make, take the chances that he's going to take in this test session. Everything looks absolutely under control in the BMW for Stealth at the moment. It's like it was born around him. It's like it's his home. It was built for him. He is driving smooth. He is the smooth operator, the Stealth man, looking strong here. P. White there, looks like he is clinging on to a wild stallion at the moment, but I like it. I like a little bit of on the edge. So 5 laps around. I'm pretty sure they said 5 laps. I keep saying it, so it must be so. It's going to be a long evening, isn't it? 5 laps with 8 racers. That's 10 minutes a race. So yeah, just chill back. I've got a hot brew, so we're good. So Stealth coming down that back straight, and it is looking totally controlled there from Stealth. He must be feeling buoyant after that little practice session. Looking comfortable. Go in the pits, go in the pits. You've made a mistake, you've got to go in the pits. And that's it. He's disqualified from the first race, and P. White goes through. So yeah, the format. We're doing eight 1v1s this evening. So they get split into two categories. It's going to be like a bloody pyramid scheme. It's never going to end, because every time you lose, you go to another race. It's hard to explain. The spreadsheet is all over the Ultimate Racing League's Facebook. If you like to go there, you can look through it. But yes, I don't know how many of these preliminary sessions we have until we get down to the hot stuff. But I do say race 8 is between two League of Champion drivers. Apparently, two drivers that could have gone all the way. We are going to lose. We are going to lose one of these drivers that could take it all the way. I believe it's Toby and Bailey, maybe. I may be wrong. So, where are we going? We're going up here, because I keep going. I took a bloody screenshot of it. I don't know why I keep going up the... Yes, race 8, Osman, sorry. No, race 9, sorry. Toby versus Bailey. And apparently that's a biggie. That's a big scalp to go in week 1. So at the moment, I'm sure they are being debriefed and checked over before racing commences. No touching inappropriately, guys. Nice close racing. You can get as far up each other's butts as you like, but nothing too inappropriate, I am sure. Rubbing is racing, always, but pushing is just bullying. I am pumped. I've got to say, the Showdown is getting me. It's getting me amped for this. I should actually share the video, shouldn't I? I should share this out. This should be out there for everyone. Because everyone is... No, I just mean on their Facebook page. I should put it over there. Oh, gosh. Don't be such a... Oh, how do I get to my own channel? Ha 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 ha. So, oh, here we go. No. Give me a goddamn second, you mofo. That's on. Oh, no, it's all right. Sorry. So here we go then. Stealth and P. White. 5 laps around the mountain, and it's a go for a 1v1, the first race of the evening. And P. White at the moment with a great getaway, but he's going to be on the outside, and Stealth there slips it up the inside of the first corner. But P. White having a look. He can get the toe as they go up the hill. This is tight already. And Stealth holding ground in front. And P. White having a look. He's slightly in the toe. No, he's out the toe now in the braking zone, making sure there is no rear ending. And there is not, as Stealth goes through the second corner. Absolutely happy as Larry, as P. White chases him down in P. White's car. As we see Stealth, we are hoping to see a little wheel spin there in front from P. White's perspective, but no, P. White got the slide out of the corner, giving Stealth a couple more inches distance away from the blue BMW. Some lifting there from P. White, still unsure of the car's limits, but he's closed in nicely there, we have to say. He really has taken more speed through that part of the track than Stealth. Now we're coming into the very tight and windy parts. The BMW uncomfortable in this area. It doesn't like the back end moving that drastically. But again, they both get around very nicely, and it looks like P. White has closed the gap up and to Stealth. But Stealth very, very much controlling this race, comfortable, not being pressured, not being put under pressure. The man has this all under control, or he gives the essence of a man under control, whilst P. White is chasing that dream of going through to the next round. Stealth at the moment, though, steady as she goes, no mistakes made, and a near perfect lap from Stealth. He got that move done in that first corner, and P. White now getting a little raggedy behind as he pushes, losing valuable tenths to Stealth and into Hell's Corner, I believe. Oh, P. White again just hanging the Beamer right out to dry, and Stealth, he's got it bob on so far. No problems there from the Jägermeister BMW, doing an absolute solid job, ticking the boxes he needs to tick to get through to that next round. Beautiful stuff there. He's pulling away nice and steadily from P. White. This is the problem with chasing. You have to risk more, you have to push more, and it just becomes a frustrating cycle of annoyance. Again, a little rub wall there from P. White as he tries to claw back. Stealth under no pressure whatsoever, now comfortable in his zone. But again, once in your zone, you can make mistakes. You can get a little too consistent, ease off a little too much. But at the moment, he is keeping P. White exactly where he wants him. But P. White with a can-do. Actually, oh no, Stealth put it in the wall, and P. White was gifted. And I said you can get a little consistent when you're in the lead there, a little distracted, and P. White then absolutely pulling one out of the bag. But it's not all done and dusted yet, still with 3 laps to go, and Stealth just needs to push on and chase down P. White, who can also make the same mistakes. Anything goes in a 1v1. But Stealth now has walked off the damage, his BMW back up to its perfect state, and he knows what he has to do. He knows he has the mental capacity to deal with the situation. He doesn't need to get panicked. He's better from behind anyway, ladies. That is what I have heard. P. White, though, all he has to do is keep it steady, keep it clean, keep it pointing the right direction. This one should be his. The oddsman saying gutted. Stealth was flying. Stealth had it all under control. But it's still not over. I don't believe there's plenty of time to go. And P. White going into this one as the underdog is coming good near the midpoint of the race, looking tidy, finding his feet. I do believe Stealth's the faster driver out of the two of them in the practice, and I think Stealth can pull that back. And if he puts P. White under any kind of pressure, if he can get within a second or two, already P. White looking like he's struggling around that corner, and already nearly a second pulled back from Stealth. This race is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Turn the kettle off, it's not ready. P. White getting a little shaky in the corners there. The pressure of leading the first 1v1 race here at the Ultimate Racing League is starting to show the cracks, and he goes into the dipper very, very tentatively, and Stealth slowly but surely pulling back the time he has lost to the blue PlayStation BMW. Nice line there from P. White, getting out. He's recovering, but again, more time pulled in by Stealth, and Stealth has found his zone, ladies and gentlemen. Stealth is in there. Don't touch him. P. White, the pressure is mounting, the pressure cooker that he is sat upon, slowly bubbling away, and no mistakes can be made. He's got to keep it pristine and perfect. The real Osman in the chat saying, come on, race on. And Osman as well saying, giddy up Stealth. I told you he's better from behind. 1.3 seconds, 1.1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Although P. White getting a great drive out of that final corner. He has scratched, he has pulled a little bit of time back, but he did a 2:06.9 next. Oh no, the pressure is mounting. P. White making a small mistake coming out of Hell's Corner, and Stealth now getting a brilliant run up the straight. And this is going to be absolutely tight. Oh, coming into the final lap, I tell you. P. White then getting a feel for the car every lap. Remember, he's no slow coach. He knows what he's doing. He has lit the world up in League 3. Oh, he's gone a little wide though. Borrowed on the wall, and that can only pay dividends for Stealth. Although it didn't, it seems okay. It looks like P. White got away with that. He knows what he's doing in a race car, ladies and gentlemen. He knows what wall to lean on and what wall not to. Obviously. Oh, a big bang there on that one though, and that has caused damage. So that is going to be absolutely music to Stealth's ear. And going into the dipper with a ropey old suspension is not what you need. Oh no, a real clash with the wall there, and Stealth is right on his rear derriere. And I told you this 1v1 was far from over as Stealth goes sideways around Forest Elbow, I believe. And P. White then gets a little bit of relief there as Stealth losing the back end and having to scoop up the Beamer. The Beamer has a life of its own, ladies and gentlemen. And P. White, all he can do is cling on to that lead as best he can. Coming up to the final lap, and Stealth cannot mess around in this final lap. He has to be decisive if he wishes to go through to the next round to race the winner of one of the next week's race, I guess. P. White at the moment doing the job he needs to do. He's not the fastest man on track, but at the moment it's enough to keep him ahead of Stealth as we are in the final lap, and this has got to be it. Has Stealth missed his opportunity? It looks P. White has got control of his car now. He looks more comfortable in the BMW coming into the final lap. He has found his flow, and now it looks like Stealth is gonna need some kind of divine intervention from a barrier or a clump of grass to bring this race back to Stealth. But Stealth, with that can-do attitude and in the zone, we know he can do a 205. Ooh, has a brush with the wall, but no damage given. And at the moment, P. White pushing that BMW. He's dug deep, ladies and gentlemen. He's dug deep. He looked like he was broken man on lap 3, comes 4, but he has had a second wind. A second wind in the BMW. They have come to an understanding between each other, and now they are working together as man and machine. And he's pulling away from Stealth now. Stealth struggling. Oh, with more damage. Stealth, well, he had nothing to lose. He had to push. And it looks like now P. White has just got to cruise on home in this one, as Stealth threw everything he had. Everything he had, ladies and gentlemen, at that driver. Beautiful stuff, as P. White comes around the chase. Right, I'm trying to do things here. Right, not that much. And here he comes then around Murray's corner to take the first win. Beautiful stuff then from P. White. Brilliant, the underdog, ladies and gentlemen. And Stealth, it was all there, but he threw it all, everything he had, into the race. And that is what he got. Can this work? So this is where we see it. Oh no, we didn't get it. I thought I might be able to just slip it in right at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is our first 1v1. How very much exciting is that? I thought there might be, it looks like just abuse in the chat. So I thought there was information that I may need. Okay, we'll move on from that. Beautiful stuff. I need a thumbnail, so I might as well grab at least one of these replays, if not all of them. So we're waiting for the next guys to be lined up. I'll tell you what, I bet you they're going to be way too quick for me, and I'm not going to be able to get half the stuff done I want to do. Oh, has someone already posted it? No. No. That's all right. I'll post it on their Facebook. No one's entered yet, so I've still got time. Here we go. So if you're not watching this, it's posted on URL's Facebook now. There you go. So now I can get back to that chat, and then I can find out what this next race is. Should have taken a screenshot. Really should have done. So race 2 is Frowny 1 versus Too Fast for Use. These two are both League 4 racers, although we've got Wacky Racer loaded in. Wacky Racer is loaded in. No, he's not. So let's have a look down the... I really should. I think I did save it, so I can get my notes up. I'm pretty sure I saved it. Yeah, I did. There you go. Frowny, League 4, Too Fast for Use. I have. Frowny has left the room. So maybe he's just gone to get the car. He's probably realised he hasn't got the car. But this is a perfect opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to take a brew. To take a sip of one's hot brew. And the real Osman in the chat saying, great effort from both there with applauding hands. Osman racing at the end there. Big scalp to go in the first round, or the part 1. I didn't know what to call it. We can rechange it, I'm sure.
Great race to start the night off.
And Smith saying in the chat, great race to start the night off. It was beautiful stuff. More of that, please, gentlemen. These two are from the same league. On the card anyway. I feel like this is, we're going to end with the Tyson fight. Oh, Smith saying great commentary also. Oh well, thank you. I can only work with what I've got. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's Captain Slow's loaded in, so we might be moving on to Captain Slow's race, which he is race 8 on the card. That'll be early. If that is the case. No, he's out as well. I mean, it is set to change. They did say it could move around because some people couldn't race exactly straight away. So, and it wasn't actually starting till 7. They had to do that earlier race with P. White and Stealth, because Stealth now has to rush off and he's got to drive around the Nürburgring 24. Poor soul. So a double kick in the balls for Stealth this evening. He had this one wrapped up and then ended up with a bit of pain, and now he's got to deal with going and trying to drive around the green hell. So good luck, Stealth. Fingers crossed for you, mate. I hope you get a good result. I can't wait to do the comms for it. Hopefully Monday, because I know everyone's waiting on it. Dirge View is in the chat saying this is Too Fast versus Frowny. Yes, that's what we've got on the card. Beautiful. I feel like we're doing the Netflix Tyson fight. And coming up in the next round, we have Frowny and Too Fast for Use. Sorry, did I really scream that in people's ears? I do apologise. I really wanted to do it though. So is Wayne G, is that Too Fast? Because I'm sure I've raced with Too Fast, sorry. I'm sure I've raced with Too Fast. Yeah, it displays nicknames. Okay. So we're guessing Wayne G is Too Fast in the Row BMW, and that BMW's got some miles on it, ladies and gentlemen. This man knows his way around a BMW, if you know what I mean. And Frowny there, one straight from stock. So another one that may not know the handlings of a BMW, but like I said, these guys are top-notch sim racers. So it will not take long to adapt. They are the adaptors. And Toby in the chat saying the final race is going to be a bit like the Tyson fight, I reckon. Why is one of you not going to bother? Hey! I'm only bitter because I stayed up all night and it was painful. Ultimate Racing League saying what, rigged? No, surely there was too much money on the line for that to be staged. I just think Tyson felt sorry for him and didn't want to punch him. So Frowny getting used to the BMW's quirks as Waney makes his way around. Too fast. Too fast there, looks like he is comfortable behind the BMW. And Frowny finding the limits, maybe his first foray into a BMW. You don't have to worry about the indicators in this one, they don't work. So Frowny then looks like he's going to be a little bit of the underdog into this one. They both know each other well from a season of fighting in League 4. I could look up the tables just to keep it a bit more interesting. And Smith says the final race will have more views than Tyson and Joshua when it happens. I tell you, it's a biggie. It's a biggie. It surprised me when I saw it on the card, ladies and gentlemen. 2 League of Champion racers meeting already this early. That is a big one. It's a lot of pressure for both of the guys as well. Everyone's talking about it. It has caused a fleur in social media activity, a flurry. So Frowny's looking like he's starting to know where the BMW's at. He's getting an understanding of the beast. And it looks like he is now ready to go man oh man with Too Fast. Sorry, I see a name, I want to say a name, but I'm pretty sure he's Too Fast. And it's a lovely looking, is that like a replica of a BTCC car or something? Oh, give it some big balls, Waney, at the end there. Get it out of your system. I mean, Too Fast. And there we go then. Too Fast having his practice. As Frowny there introducing himself to the BMW as the BMW introduces itself to him. And yeah, straight off the shelf, as I say, for Frowny. That must be why he dipped out of the lobby briefly to go and purchase one. Which I find that hard to believe. Don't you get given one every other roulette? So Frowny then. That's the practice they get, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it is. And how must these drivers feel? Frowny just getting on top of the BMW, his first introduction to it. He must be feeling rather stimulated at the moment. And Too Fast. He's raced a couple of times in League 3 to make up numbers, and he is extremely fast. He could be, if not League 1 material, he could be also a League of Champions in a couple of seasons' time. I really do believe Too Fast he's swift, ladies and gentlemen. So, but we saw what happened to the underdog in the last race, and anything can happen here in the mountain. So Too Fast versus Frowny, our second race on the card this evening. 5 laps around the mountain. Whom is gonna be the king? And here they go, a great start here, and Frowny just edges it, but Too Fast has got that inside line, and it's side by side coming out the corner, but Too Fast is just slightly ahead. And Frowny, though, keeping track. He's got into the toe. He's not messing. He knows. And Too Fast bringing him over to the right-hand side of the track, which isn't the traditional racing line. And Frowny, he's going to try and make it very difficult for Too Fast to get around that second corner. But Too Fast gets the line he wishes, and Frowny still has to suck his exhaust pipe for a little bit. So Too Fast then finding his line, but Frowny absolutely coming out the box fighting. He is punching away, and a lot of pressure there for Too Fast. He cannot collect his thoughts while he has the Blue Beast stuck upon his spoiler. A little tap from both cars on the wall there. No harm, no foul, no danger to any damage there. And it does look like Warren now is starting. Too Fast is starting to stretch those legs out. It's not even Warren, it's Wayne. So I don't even know where I've got Warren from. Warren G, that's why. It's the Wayne. It's Warren G, regulator. So Frowny closing right up into the... Is it the Dipper? The Big Dipper. And, but Warren... flipping out. Too Fast has it under control. A great toe, though, from Frowny as we come down the straight up towards the chase. How late can you brake? As late as each other, it seems. Lovely into the chase there. Beautiful car control from both drivers. And Frowny looks like he is ready for action as they come up to Murray's corner. But Too Fast absolutely defending on the apex. But it doesn't matter to Frowny. He's on the grass. He's trying anything he can to get by. It's side by side. He says, move over, Beethoven. It's time to rock. But Too Fast is just ahead on the apex. And what an absolute duke. Let's do that. Another 4 laps, please. And Too Fast then stays ahead, but Frowny absolutely slung it at the man. And Rob in the chat saying, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? I am fine. Did you put down for the 1v1s in the Ultimate Racing League, Rob? You're not on the first card. I don't know if we're going to be seeing you feature. Oh, no, Frowny dropping it like it is hot. Ladies and gents, dropping it like it is hot. Unbelievable stuff there, and it's just as they were coming up to the corner, and it was the accelerator, a little excitement on that accelerator, and he faces the wrong way. Unfortunate stuff there from Frowny. Great driving, but that has given the race to Too Fast. Beautiful stuff there. Under the pressure, he took all the pressure, and Frowny, as you do from behind, had to give it all. So now all he can do is hope to keep his fastest lap or stay with the fastest lap. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying that would have been a classic last lap photo finish. And Vodka Rob saying, no, I missed the sign up. Oh, gutted, man. So Frowny then. What an absolute shame, but that is the risk. Going on man-o-man, mono-on-mono in these style races. Things can happen. And now he's got to drive home all alone and dejected. And all he can do is race himself and get that fastest lap so he can walk away with... Or he can hope that Too Fast absolutely plunges that out of the sky. And now, Frowny, it's time to shine, my friend, as Too Fast tries to get himself going again. He's still in the lead, but my good golly gosh, Frowny has an absolute golden opportunity here as Too Fast continues on. And oh my God, I should have learned from race 1 that it's never over until it is over. Frowny now, 18 seconds from that to 2.5 seconds. This race is still alive. It is not over. And Too Fast, he's going to be a little more cautious, isn't he? He can't push as deep, as hard as he would like. And it is still Frowny that is holding the fastest lap. Unbelievable stuff out there we are witnessing. Frowny still closing in. There is still every opportunity to get through to the next round here for Frowny. It is definitely not over. Too Fast might be too fast for the BMW. Unbelievable action we are seeing here. And 3.2 seconds. It looks like Frowny had a hitch. Had a small hitch there. But anything can happen still. And it doesn't look like Too Fast is easing off in any such way whatsoever. You think that would have made him lift a little earlier, made him a little more cautious, but no. Too Fast committing to every corner. He's not letting it worry him whatsoever. He's shaken that off, and he is trucking on, ladies and gentlemen. No messing from Too Fast. Frowny then, all he has to do is stick in there the way that Too Fast is driving. He could throw it off still. He could still throwing it off. And Vodkrov saying, loving the row livery. Yes, it's really cool, isn't it? So Too Fast at the moment still absolutely putting the tip and the shaft in there and leaving the balls for the risk, where Frowny is bringing it on home. He knows what he needs to do. He's raced hot heads like this before. Consistency will always win out, ladies and gentlemen. And Too Fast could throw this car off still, as he's driving like an absolute madman. But I like it. I'm on board for it. 206.1 from Too Fast there, as Frowny managing a 207.0. Again, out wide there from Too Fast. He is sticking it all out there, but he's not pulling away from our man Frowny. Frowny keeping him, pegging him to that same time, even pulling him in a little bit. Any small mistake from Too Fast can be absolutely punished there from Frowny. This is kicking off, ladies. We're only in race 2. It's going to get hotter and hotter as the evening goes on. 2.5 seconds. Frowny is on a push now. Lap 4 of 5. Plenty of tarmac still left to do the action. And Too Fast pushing on and on, edging the BMW to disaster. Every corner, he looks like he is on the edge. Frowny's got it down to 2 seconds. It does look like Too Fast maybe lifting a little bit through that area, not wanting to risk another spin. And Frowny is the man closing in at the moment. He's on top of the BMW. He's feeling confident. He's feeling comfortable. He's got it within 2 seconds. He's down to 1.5 seconds. Too Fast with a little wheel spin there coming out of Forest Elbow, and Frowny closing up even more. 1 lap showdown coming up, ladies and gentlemen, as Frowny drives towards the BMW of Too Fast. He's flicking the purples up. He is in the zone, ladies and gentlemen, and Too Fast at the moment in control. Let's not forget. Losing time, yes, but in control of the race. We've seen his defensive driving is absolutely on point. Oh, the back end again, and the back end goes on Frowny. He plays the copy. Oh, and there you go. Whoa. Too Fast gathered it up a little bit better than Frowny, but both of them falling foul to the BMW's black magic ways. The dark arts of the BMW coming out of those tight corners. No one can explain the slide and why it happens. But Too Fast gathered her up, got on his way, and Frowny there had a little bit more of a handful. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying, what a shame. It was lining up, wasn't it? It was lining up to a mega final lap there. The back end on both Beamers went, but it was Too Fast in the end. Gathered her up just a little better than Frowny managed, and Frowny now throwing everything at it. He's throwing everything. What has he to lose? 5 seconds away. He might as well sling that BMW in every single corner. Brisbane in the chat saying, I should have done the 1v1. I'm not bad around Bathurst. It might not be bad. Is it the same for the next week then? I'm not sure. I think they're going to change it again. But Too Fast at the moment, he's got time to give away. He can just cruise these corners. Nice lift. Let the BMW comfortably go around before adding the accelerator. And Frowny pushing caution to the wind, throwing it all on the track, trying to push, hoping that Too Fast comes undone. But it seems so far, ladies and gentlemen, Too Fast has it.
Brisbane.
And Smithy says, your hero Brisbane. He's a machine. He's a machine. You've got to respect the fact he is a machine. Brisbane is a monster. Man alive. Watch out, League of Champions. That's all I'm saying. So there we go. Too Fast takes the win. Great drive from both drivers. Drama throughout. Beautiful stuff. It's what we are here for. And Frowny, he can hold his head up there. He had a tough fight, and I think the car beat him more than Too Fast did. So a great effort from Frowney. And my God, a pair of beautiful, beautiful races we've had there. And Smith saying Brisbane, Bailey, Toby. It's going to be the heavyweights next season in League of Champions. Whoever gets to cover that league, wow, they are blessed, because that is going to be one hell of a season. So that was race 2, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Let's see. Yeah. I can do this as well. I didn't do this for the last one, did I? So Too Fast got the fastest lap in the end with a 2:06.1, and he got the win. He is through to the next round. Great racing. So next on the card, we have coming up then, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. We have the Poison Dwarf versus Brian Moncarney. And Brian Moncarney, I know, is a tidy racer. And Poison Dwarf is the unknown from League 4. They joined the season late. They opened an extra, not League 4, League 5, sorry. And that is the unknown league, because it got opened halfway through the season, and all the the people who wanted to join up after the season started got dumped down in there. And DJ Smith says, yes, I have heard reputation of these names. It's going to be interesting when they go on track together. So yeah, Brian Moncarney from League 2, which so he might not have BMW experience, and Poison Dwarf from League 5 going up against each other next on the card. Let's have a look. Are they in the room? Because if not, I guess they'll move over to the next race, which will be race 4. That's Life versus our very own Ruthless Rufus. And that's Life from League 5, and Ruthless Rufus League 2. Let me have a little sip of my hot brew. I see we have Ruthless Rufus in the room, and that's Life. So if they do need to jump over to the 4th race on the card, they can. Brian Moncarney, I do not see up there, but that list isn't there. I see no Brian. So yes, it looks like we are going to the 4th race on the card. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. That's Life, who I also believe is one of those Swift type ones from League 5, the unknown quantities. And we've got Ruthless Rufus that has recently commentated on the League 3 and done an absolutely amazing job on the league that I raced in. And he resides in League 2 at the moment. Vodka Rob in the chat saying Ruthless Burp. I like his man sounds. I like his man sounds in the comms. It's great. I rate him out of 10. He did one, such a deep belch on it. It was beautiful, man. It was definitely an 8.5. So here we go. Look, who am I to say? You can hear me drinking me hot brew, gulping away and stuff. So come on now. Let's not be a pot calling a kettle black.
Old man grunts rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, Vodka Rob saying I can't talk with my man grunts. Yeah, I remember you were told during race, could you not? Sounds like you're having some pleasurable times there. We've all got them. There was someone as well. I think, who was it? I think it's Hellraiser. He sucks on a bloody vape halfway around the race. You're driving around and you hear it's either a vape or a bubbly. I don't know. But vape's illegal, I know that, so it's probably a vape. So Ruthless, Rufus, and That's Life next. Sorry for the noises. Just imitating what some of the sounds in our chat rooms like when we're driving around on a Sunday evening. You got Rob going as he's going around a corner. Hellraiser going. I mute. They can't say what but I do on streams. I slurp on me bloody energy drinks and me hot brews and say a lot. I bet that's so annoying. I've got to give my brain a second to gather information. So Rob Dunn in the chat saying I have to mute because I would put everyone off. See, we've all got it. We all make some peculiar noise. I mute because I'm in VR and it sounds like Darth Vader. So we've got Ruthless Rufus from League 2 just going out for his practice now, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it's one out lap, one in lap. That's the practice they get. And again, it looks like Ruthless Rufus new to the BMW. Fresh out of the box for Ruthless Rufus. Oh, and a cartoon version for That's Life, and I am here for it. Beautiful stuff. Oh my word. Good golly, Miss Molly. That's a livery to die for. Hubbada, hubbada, hubbada. Hello. Hello, I'm Thingymajig. How are you? Oh, and it looks like That's Life. Oh, it's fresh as well. He's only done 10 miles on it. So both Ruthless Rufus and That's Life looks like they have to get used to the BMWs. And Ruthless Rufus spending absolutely no time whatsoever by pushing it to its very limits. Absolutely slinging it in there. Ruthless Rufus going into this round like he means business. That's Life, just taking it easy. Whoa, he says, but he's liking the back end. He wants the back end a little slidey. You might want to put the brakes to the front, my friend. Change that bias, because your back end is slippery eel. So That's Life then. Looking rather splendid. I like it. I can't stop staring at it. I'm trying to work out where the lines are all of. It's very cool. So Ruthless Rufus from League 2, like I said, also commentator for the League 3 season. This season, it's been absolutely a pleasure having him big us up as we make our way around. Oh, there's so much business happening in the messenger, and I am trying to be a good boy and ignore it so I don't get distracted, because I think it's just smack talk the last time I looked. Are they updating the next one or something? No. Yeah, I just think it's a lot of either... I think they're just wanting to start betting on it now. So as they go around and practice, oh dear, we're having internet problems on the chat. Okay, they're hoping that everyone joins the lobby so no one can do some practicing in the background. So Ruthless Rufus and That's Life are making their way around. Oh, and it looks like this one is going to be anyone's game. It looks like it's going to be anyone's game. We've seen Ruthless. He seems quite settled in the Beamer, but he has had a little knock here and there with the walls. That's Life doesn't seem to be able to settle the back end down of this BMW, and it might be a race of least mistakes. Again, for That's Life, smashing the front corner into the wall, but like this is what practice is for, is to get all of this stuff out of the way. But you want to be in the right mental state as well at the beginning of the race. You don't want little mistakes hindering your ideas, thinking, oh, what if that happens? So it's a fine line in practice to find that edge. And then that's Rufus then doing his laps, and that's life in the ART BMW. Oh, again, back end getting a little excitable, and I'm hoping that it's not going to get on his mind, in his mind. Or maybe it's just a little bit of sandbagging for us, thinking, oh, look, bruv, he sucks, he's going to do rubbish, and then he's going to come out in the race and absolutely slap. So he could be sandbagging with all of those back-end slides. But again, who knows until they hit the tarmac for a 1v1, 5 laps around Bathurst for race 3. This one says race 4 on the card. It has been moved up the order. There has been a reshuffle. So race 3 of your evening's viewage is Ruthless Rufus from League 2 versus That's Life from League 5. We've had 2 absolutely banging races so far in the BMW. Can we get a trio of cracking races? Time has flown by. When did we start? We started just about 20 to 7. We're nearly an hour in. We've only had 2 races. No. We only had 2 races. Wow, it's going to be a long night, ladies and gents. Absolute banger. So here we go then. A Ruthless in the blue. That's Life is in the grey. It's race on here for race 3 of the evening. The lights are counting down. The start is essential. A great start from both of them, but it looks like Ruthless Rufus getting the second part of that start just right. That's Life on the outside. He's going all the way around the blue BMW, but the PlayStation BMW holds fast on the inside, and it's Ruthless Rufus at the moment who's just about got the lead as That's Life tries to find a way around. He's going to go for the late break, the lunge up the inside, surely sitting there, and there's no way Ruthless Rufus can get defensive. No, he goes in. He goes all in there, does Ruthless Rufus, as That's Life early breaks, doesn't want to get too involved, and that has given Ruthless Rufus a huge jump ahead of That's Life. That's Life earlier on the brakes in the second corner, and now Ruthless Rufus has been unleashed. Unleashed, I tell thee. Ooh, so close to the wall there, where That's Life giving the walls a wide space. But Ruthless Rufus is locking down that first place early doors in this race. He's trying to build up the distance, 3.2 seconds already, and it's That's Life unsure of the BMW in the corners, which is giving Ruthless Rufus an absolute chance to pull away, and That's Life is going to hope there is going to be mistakes ahead. He's taking it steady. He's going by the motto, better to get there than not at all, and Ruthless is absolutely doing exactly what his name says. He's being ruthless around here at Bathurst, throwing caution to the wind and fearing no corner in the BMW, and he has struck this first lap with great vengeance, absolutely banging. Not messing here for Ruthless Rufus here, smashing out that first lap and getting the job done early doors. That's Life playing survival in the BMW, trying to stay with the blue PlayStation BMW, but it is absolutely banging at the hands of Ruthless Rufus, and That's Life. All he can hope for is a Ruthless smashing into something, having an issue, so he can try and whip one on to the blue PlayStation, although now coming back. 5.7 is the gap. Still plenty of laps on the board to do. Anything still can happen. But at the moment, Ruthless Rufus in control of his machinery. He is absolutely banging everything where it should be and doing the job neat and tidily. Unbelievable there from Ruthless Rufus, dragging out that lead a little more. Another couple of seconds on That's Life. And it's unfortunate for That's Life. Oliver in the chat saying hello. Whoa, hello, my friend. Oh, That's Life making a small mistake into the dipper. And Ruthless then, he is absolutely just cruising this one. Cruising this one as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. He should have it wrapped up, as That's Life picking up a huge penalty as well, unfortunately, for crossing that chicane we saw. So even extending Ruthless Rufus's lead one little bit more. And yes, Ruthless coming around to the end of the second lap. And he has it all in his control. Everything is good. On board with Ruthless as we start the third lap here. Steady as she goes. He's got it all to lose, nothing to gain from throwing that BMW into the corners. He's got a 9-second lead on That's Life. That's Life getting the penalty. And he's got the pace, I believe, That's Life, of Ruthless, but seemed to just take it a little too easy that first lap around, and then picking up a penalty. It's really put him at a disadvantage in this race, but as we've seen in previous races, anything can happen. Walls are there to be hit, and races have been lost through very, very small mistakes. So, and Sarah Vicker saying, how you doing? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing very good. We're at the Ultimate Racing League. We're having a 1v. Whoa, there we go. Ruthless. But then I think That's Life looks like he's also had a big one, because he's 22 seconds behind. So Ruthless getting away with that one. Getting away, because it looks like That's Life's had an issue himself. And with 20 odd seconds between them, Ruthless can take a sigh of relief there, I believe. Let off the hook was Ruthless with that mistake. And but still plenty of laps to go. And and another penalty for That's Life. Not enjoying the penalty system around here at Bathurst. They are being mean to That's Life. As Ruthless then, 24 seconds. He looks like a shoe-in for the next round, entering the winner's circle. And just has to keep it clean, keep the BMW facing the right way. And everything will be absolutely cool. And That's Life then. He's pulled some time back, hasn't he? He was down to 25 seconds. So, I don't know where that chunk of time's coming. Ruthless doing a 2:16, a 2:26 from That's Life. Only this lap and the next to go. And Ruthless with 18 seconds lead. It's his race to throw away at this point. We saw he had a little knock with the wall, but at the moment staying well away from them walls, and he's well advised to do so. That's Life going for a last hurrah. Maybe walk away with fastest lap. Ruthless Rufus in control and is staying well away from the walls and the curbs. Vodka saying I would have been useless in that BMW. I'm always spinning whenever I drive it. I don't know what's the worst choice. I love Bathurst, by the way, but it is a absolute nightmare of a track. It's a hard track. I wouldn't say it's a beginner's track. I'd say that was a intermediate to pro track. And the BMW is an absolute nightmare of a car to drive. Obviously, coming out of corners on acceleration, it has a mind of its own. So yeah, it's a tricky combo, an absolute tricky combo for these guys. And it's been thrown at them last minute. Like I said, the decision wasn't made until gone 6:30, which is just over an hour ago. So these guys have not been able to practice in the car. They've just had to jump in it and go. So they're doing an absolutely blinding job on the fly as Ruthless Rufus then brings it around to start his final lap. And he's pulled out some more time on That's Life. Looks like That's Life getting kicked in the butt by the Aussie track and the German car. And Ruthless Rufus takes fastest lap that last time around with a 2:06.6. These lap times have been quite close together as well, haven't they, if I remember rightly? They've been in the 2:06s. So Vodka saying, yeah, great track, but you're spot on. It's definitely a hard one. Definitely. That's what she said. And That's Life then. In it for the hits and giggles. And pushing on regardless. As Ruthless Rufus brings her on home and enters the winner's circle, gets to taste that champers, and goes ahead to the next stage and has to race one of the winners from next week, I believe. There is a whole spreadsheet. I should look at it, but it's easy just seeing what's on the card and letting you lot go to Facebook and read the spreadsheet. So That's Life. Absolutely cracking car, man. Best car so far of the evening, if that is any consolation. But Ruthless Rufus barely put a foot wrong, took the pressure early on, and drove this one home like a true champion. One to watch in the next round, ladies and gents. Not been tested yet. Still not tested. And That's Life making his way around as Ruthless brings it round to the final part of the track as he takes the honours. Great drive there from Ruthless Rufus. Great drive. Fantastic stuff. As That's Life brings it on home. Best looking car of the evening, as I said. And he takes second round. They still get to go into, they do drop into something. I think they're like, it's like the losers league. No, I don't know, but I think the guys that come second go into another sort of round of some kind. But That's Life then takes second place, and it's Ruthless that controlled that one, really controlled that. Great job from Ruthless Rufus there. I don't even know if I've got the space for all of these, in all fairness. So there we go. Ruthless Rufus absolutely dominated that race 3 and did a super job. My word, my wife is decorating. We were decorating this weekend, and yeah, my wife is still decorating, and I'm hearing all sorts of foul language coming from upstairs. I have no idea. Zach, can you not go and check on her? Can you not go and check on your mother? Because there's a lot of foul language. It's all right. I've sent one of the minions. She's touched the bloody wall with the roller. I don't think some of the language that she used there warranted.
So far.
Great, nice racing so far, says Grahamad Ali. I've got to move it because there's a love out in the way. Well done, lads. It's been cracking. Now, question is, who is next? Who is next? Are we popping back to race 3? Or are we looking forward to race 5? Someone had modem problems. I read that much. So we haven't had the Poison Dwarf versus Brian McCartney. But race 5 is It's Hoggy from League 3 and Wacky Racer from the League of Champions. So, yes, let's have a look. I can see Brian McCartney in the house. And she got green on the white. Couldn't get white on the green, no. She had to get the green on the white. The white that I painted, ladies and gentlemen. The one that I spent my afternoon not playing Ark, but painting the walls. Which, I don't mind, but was a last-minute decision this morning because we were just decorating my child's room. And we got work done, ladies and gents. We got it done by Saturday night. I was bish, bash, bosh. That's done. Sunday is free. But here's an idea. As we're doing so well at the painting, let's paint the hallway and the stairs. Now she's gone and ruined all of it. All that hard work that I did today. Yeah, I'm going to get sacked. Here we go then. Oh, hang on. Brian McCartney and Mystic Clegg. That's life. He can't leave. He just can't leave. So there you look. No, that's not. Is that a BMW? Wow, that really caught me out, that nose. That's a lovely BMW as well, isn't it? So Brian McCartney is on track. Are these their out laps and in laps? It must be. It looks like That's Life doesn't want to go anywhere. He's probably gone to the toilet. Oh, that's sexy as well, isn't it? A nice Bose. And Brian McCartney in a... I don't know what it said on the side of that. Raw. So this is a race 4 now of the evening. Poison Dwarf from League 5, which I'm guessing is Mystic Clegg. And Brian McCartney from League 2. So Mystic Clegg is another one of those unknown quantities, ladies and gentlemen. Or Poison Dwarf. Or whatever he is known as. So Nicky News just got in the room. I know he was the one with the modem problems. So things are back on track. We're at race 4. Race 4, ladies and gentlemen, of the Showdown here at the Ultimate Racing League. These are the preliminary rounds. These are the rounds where it's one goes one way, the number ones go one way, and the number twos go the other way, just like your toilet system. So Brian McCartney then completing his little practice. He's got 319 miles on the clock, so the man is au fait with the BMW. He has made his introductions. He has taken her out for a date. He has paid for the expensive meal. In the chat, That's Life. I had a nightmare there, didn't I? Hey, man, you did a better job than I could, and that is all you got to remember. It was brilliant, and the car is my favourite so far of the evening still, even with that Bose one that's out there at the moment that looks hot to handle, by Poison Dwarf or Mystic Clegg or whatever his name is. I think his PSN name is Poison Dwarf and his nickname is the Mystic Clegg. So Brian McCartney from League 2 and Poison Dwarf is from League 5, like I said, a unknown quantity, and it looks like his is a brand new purchase with only 5 miles on the clock. It seems that his Bailey's going to open a lobby elsewhere. So we need to get an admin in there. Need to get an Stuart. What's Stu Ward? What's he doing at the moment? Can he pop over and and spectate in the other lobby, please. Everything has to be scrutinized here at the URL. We will have no cheating whatsoever. Brian McCartney, so far then, his practice has looked neat and tidy. And so has the Mystic Clegg, or Poison Dwarf. Very neat and tidy as they start their second lap practice. And makes his way around Hell's Corner. Up the straight, Brisbane Straight? I can't remember. I used to, like, when I first started doing this comms business, I used to have all hand-drawn maps. I drew them. Oh, Mystic doesn't even want... Oh, no, he's gone in and come out again. Oh, no, they're both in. Have they done their 2 laps? Was that 2 laps? I thought that was just 1 lap. The Boast livery looks sweet as well. I knew we were going to get some very sexy liveries this evening. So it looks like these guys just opting for the 1 practice lap. They don't need it. They said, screw that. We don't need your practice laps. Was it 2? Did they do 2? I didn't notice. So here we go then. A race 4 on the card, ladies and gentlemen. Brian McCartney versus Poison Dwarf. Let's have a clean fight, boys. Come on then. Oh, Brian half asleep on the grid there, and Mystic Clegg pulling away. Unbelievable stuff there. And Poison Dwarf off to a cracking start. And Grahamad Ali in the chat saying, and getting nervous now, his race must be coming up. So Brian off to a slow start off the grid, and chasing after the Poison Dwarf. League 5 versus League 2 honours on the edge here. It's all on the table as Brian McCartney chases down the Poison Dwarf. And Poison Dwarf at the moment taking no prisoners in the BMW. Absolutely slinging it through those corners on those cold tyres as well, remember. Up and around, over the hill, and Brian all over the back of him now. He has closed right up from his slumber of a start, and he is absolutely biting at the bit on the back of that BMW. Mystic going into there a little hot into the corner. He's got mud on his tyres and he's lost the back end, and Brian there hanging about. He is not messing. Oh, Brian's picked up damage as well in avoidance of the Poison Dwarf. Poison Dwarf with damage at the back, and they're still in racing distance. They're waiting to shake off their damage, I'm sure, to crack on again. And Poison Dwarf just ahead of Brian McCartney, but Brian McCartney is closing right in on the Poison Dwarf now, getting ready to make the move. Here he goes up alongside. Oh, a little check there from Poison Dwarf, but nothing Brian McCartney cannot handle. He's raced big boys before, and he knows how to race, and he goes in. I always think they're going to overshoot that bad boy, because that would be what I do at that point, getting all excited. And it's Brian McCartney then taking the lead on lap 1, and what a 1 lap we have had between the two of them. Absolutely banging as Brian McCartney now sets to get away from Poison Dwarf. Poison Dwarf, though, not messing. He is on it. He is chasing down the Belgium driver with such tenacity that we have only seen from night-dwelling creatures. And then Poison Dwarf up close to the Brian McCartney BMW. Oh, I heard a wall getting bashed there by something. And now Poison Dwarf looking at... Oh, he's had to go at a wall as well. It's beautiful. It's absolutely delicious. He's picked up a little damage, though, and that might help our man Brian there if he hasn't. See, Brian hit a wall, didn't damage BMW. But Poison Dwarf, unfortunately, gave that front end a little bit of a knock, and that gives Brian an ample opportunity to pull away and get a little breather away from Poison Dwarf. Lap 2 of 5 here, race 4 of the 1. Oh, we've seen so many people make that mistake there by Poison, and Poison then absolutely slung it into the dipper, and Brian now again just has to stay calm, have a hot brew and bring it on home. Beautiful racing was had by all, thank you very much, but this one is tied up. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying League 3 suits me. I hope the win at the Nord didn't get me promoted, to be honest. Shh, spoiler. Oh, has it been covered? No, Ruthless has covered it. Sorry, yeah. Yes, great win. I reckon it will, you know. About 5 people went up last season, didn't they? I thought it was going to be 3, and then Captain Slow and another one went. And I was like, oh, no, I like racing with them. So, yeah, I'm assuming if you're in the top 5, my friend, there's a good chance you'll go up. So Brian then takes the win. Great stuff. As Mystic gives us a little demonstration and brings it on home. What a shame for Mystic there, but the BMW has taken plenty of prisoners this evening. And Brian goes through to the next stage. Great stuff. Why are they still going? Oh, it's 5 laps. I'm thinking, I don't know why, thinking 2 laps. Sorry. Yeah, Brian's absolutely slinging it. So Misty, I thought because he was doing some donuts, I think, and I thought that's over. It is over. Brian is absolutely owning it. A 205.7 as well. We've seen some 206s in the BMW previously. Oh, big hit on the wall, but he's getting away with it, is Brian. And Mystic Clegg, bless him, has not had a great couple of laps. He has put his all into the Beamer, but the Beamer, it bites. You need to have a very nice relationship with the BMW. Like I said, you've got to take her out to dinner. You got to treat her nice. You got to buy her nice things. Keep her happy. Keep her sweet. She is not the kind of car you sling around and just stab at the accelerator. She does not like it. She likes a little tenderness. So Brian then, understanding the Beamer below him, has absolutely trounced this one. He's on lap 3. I called him the winner after lap 2, and I don't think I was too wrong.
My right foot is too heavy for the BMW, grinning.
And Vodkrov saying my right foot is too heavy for the BMW, as it is for all of us. That's what I mean. It's a little dance. You need to have twinkle toes when applying accelerator and brakes with the BMW. And here we go then, Brian McCartney he's winning again. He starts his 4th lap, another fastest lap there from Brian McCartney, a 2:05.4. I sounded like the giant from bloody Jack and the Greenstalk then, didn't I? 2:05.4. I smell the blood of a sim racing man. So Mystic Clegg cracking on, which is what we like. And look, he's got his indicator on, which, you know, I didn't think that feature came as a BMW. So Poison Dwarf out there breaking all sorts of barriers. Not the ones on the roads, I mean the ones of our perception about indicators in BMWs, not barriers, as in the ones that he has hit. Brian McCartney, 16-second lead on lap 4 of 16. He has hardly been bothered. First lap and a half, possibly. He had hassle, but since has just had a nice, quiet Sunday evening ride. But we've seen others fall foul of being out there on their own, mistakes being made. It's not over until the loudmouth commentator says it is. And Poison Dwarf, he's getting into a zone. Look, he's got a lap in. He just needed a couple more laps practice with the BMW, and I think it's the machine that has caught our Poison Dwarf out this evening. But he gets another bite of the cherry, remember. It's not all over. It's not an elimination. It's a division. It's a dividation. So Poison Dwarf will go in another direction to do another round of racing, I believe. As Brian then comes around again to take the 4th lap. I can't believe I called the race at the end of race 2 and then thought, why are we doing a 3rd lap? A 2:04.5, ladies and gentlemen. That is the fastest I believe we have seen this evening. Dyson in the chat saying, well done, Brian, already. Getting congratulated before he does the final lap. He's 20 seconds ahead of Mystic Clegg, who will get another chance to race. I don't know when we'll watch those races. I've forgotten the format, but I'm guessing next week is another bunch of sim racers, and then we'll come around to the other guys the week after. I don't actually know how long this series is running for, ladies and gentlemen, so we are all in for, that's why I called it part 1, because I still wasn't quite sure if it was a round or if it was just a preliminary round or a qualifying round, so I just called it part 1. The season will be in parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. It's basic, but it works. That's why we've used it for many years. So Brian then, absolutely a 2:04.5. Hats off to the man. He has found some beautiful pace in the BMW. Mystic Clegg has done some lovely laps as well. Oh, but the back end of that Beamer is very temperamental, and Poison Dwarf not quite au fait with it. We watch Brian then come down towards the chase. The crowd are going wild. He is a fan favourite out there. He is a hottie. He is a pin-up boy of the URL. He is the sex bomb known as Hottie McCarney Hottie. There we go. Your winner for race 4, Brian Moncarney. Cracking stuff there from the Belgium. Showboating at the end. He's not giving it away, surely. He's not giving it. No, he doesn't give it away, ladies. And Mystic Clegg or Poison Dwarf coming over. Great effort there from the League 5 driver. Beautiful stuff. Vodka Rob saying, is this the same Dyson who we raced against the season before? Dyson, yep. Hey, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you in the house.
Hey, how are you doing, mate? Victory hand smiling face with sunglasses.
Oh, it's like a reunion in the chat, the URL chat. So hang on, let me grab this first. That might be the thumbnail, ladies and gents, because they've both got liveries. So Brian McCarney then, absolutely a 2:04.5. I'm pretty sure that's the fastest we've seen of the evening, with Mystic Clegg or Poison Dwarf coming in the 2nd spot. And another cracking race. That was race 4. My little cherubs. And now we're building up this, ladies and gentlemen, will be very interesting. It's Hoggy that could be League 3's winner. We're not sure. I haven't seen the table myself, but he was leading the championship. But It's Hoggy could be League 3 winner, chasing or going up against Wacky Racer from the League of Champions. And I know Wacky Racer from reputation. I covered a race once for the League 1 guys when they mixed it. He was in the League 1s, but he didn't turn up on the day, but he was heads and shoulders in the table ahead of the rest of the guys. So Wacky Racer and Hoggy already lined up. Beautiful stuff. They did not fib when they said it's they're hoping to get these races turned round rather briefly, quickly. So Vodka Rob asking Dyson, hey, how you doing, mate? And Dyson saying, I'm good, man. Up to League 1 now, hopefully. So, straight up. Out of League 3 into League 2. Looks like he is looking at promotion to League 1. Nice stuff. Well done, my friend. Great racing. He's not on the 1v1s, ladies and gents, and maybe it'll be next week. I am not sure. Just downing a bit of energy drink. So it looks like they have been told it is time for practice. Hoggy in a Napa livery, I like it. And a Wacky Racer, 2,806 miles on the clock. I hope he's had an oil change before this race, but Wacky Racer does look like he is well adorned with the BMW. They have a close relationship, it seems. As Hoggy, 30 miles should be enough to know what that back end's going to do when you go around the corner. And Vodka Rob saying, sweet, I got my first win in the last race at the Nord. Vodka Rob saying, I may be in League 2 next season now. And Vodka Rob saying, I'm hoping not, though. Group 3 cars, Vodka Rob, it'd be great. Wacky Racer then, he knows his Beamer. He's smashing it. And Dyson saying, ah, nice man. I like it round there. He likes it round there. Oh, Wacky Racer, though. His practice. Coming a little unstuck there. I was reading the chat, so I missed that. Hoggy backing out. Going around. Wacky Racer says, no, you go. No, sir, you go. No, sir, please, you go. So Hoggy then. This is going to be a tight one, I think. Hoggy isn't a slow coach. He is going up into League 2 for show next season, and I don't think he'll hang around in League 2 for very long, judging by some of his wins this season in the League 3 group. So Hoggy, destined, a man on the up. And Wacky Racer has arrived, League of Championship driving. And Dyson saying some quick lads in there. Oh, so Hoggy might have a bit of a slog. It's just because I heard rumour that you and Motorstorm ripped straight through that league. Slayed it. So Hoggy onto his second lap of practice as a Wacky Racer, having a readjustment of his mindset after having a smash with the wall. You guys might have to listen to me eat a bag of crisps or something, because I'm starting to get peckish.
We were great teammates, faced with tears of joy.
And Dyson saying we were great teammates. Oh, were you teammates last season? Smashing. 1-2s all the way, I imagine. Is that you're the reason the bloody... Oh, I can't remember what team was at the top all the time now. So, Hoggy threading that needle through the very fast parts of Bathurst.
Napa rolling on the floor laughing.
Napa, of course, yeah. Of course you were. And Hoggy then down. We've seen a lot of people losing the back end under braking in this area alone. It's a danger zone. It has been marked off as a dangerous zone. Health and safety are looking into it. We might straighten out that part of the track before we have any races here. We might put a chicane in the middle of the chicane. So Vodka Rob saying, I love the Nordschleife. It's the track I drive on most of the time when I'm just practicing. There you go. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people, they have no opinion. I'm kind of, I don't hate it, I don't love it for sure. It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't want to race there, I'd rather do a time trial there. Racing's a bit tricky, a bit tight around the edges. Hoggy then brings it over the line for his practice session, and Wacky Racer with that wall knock, but gets the fastest lap in that session. No, yeah, just he does. I should have noted how fast the laps have been. We've seen, what is it, a 2:05.4 from bloody whoever it was last round. Was it Ruthless Rufus last round? No, it was Brian McCartney, sorry. They swapped around, didn't they? That's why I'm getting confused, honestly. So the guys are getting debriefed now. Keep it clean. Hey, someone just said they love watching this commentator. Well, bless your cotton socks. And Dyson saying, good luck, Hoggy, old teammate. There we go. Everyone's got someone they're supporting out there. And here we go then. Wacky Racer versus the Hogmeister. Whom is going to take the gold? The clock counting down now to the start. Here it goes. And it's an off from here. Great start from both drivers. And Hoggy then around the outside, but it's Wacky Racer. Here's the apex first. And he is the man that leads up the hill as Hoggy sets a chase. 5 laps around the mountain. This is race 5 of 9 of the evening. We've been going hour and a half or something so far. So it's as late as the Tyson one, but everyone is eager for the final match on the card. At the moment, though, Wacky Racer just about keeping it ahead of Hoggy. Hoggy, unbelievable stuff. Keeping up with the very swift Wacky Racer. I think he got promoted to the League of Champions this season. I haven't kept an eye on how he is doing. You can watch all of these guys across the URL board. All of them are commentated on by various streamers. If you look at their Facebook, you Ultimate Racing League's Facebook. And at the moment, Wacky Racer has found another gear and has pulled a few seconds out on Hoggy. And he is absolutely laser focused around here at the mountain in his Tide BMW. Hoggy in the Napa livery, chasing him down. Bit of distance there between himself and Wacky Racer, but we all know about the story of the turtle and the hare. And Jamie in the chat saying it's lights out and away we go. Wacky Racer at the moment, though, absolutely dominating on the first round, and Hoggy, no mistakes were made, but he's like he's trying to chase an alien at the moment around here at Bathurst. Wacky Racer already picking it up, and 3.5 second lead. He's in the League of Champions for a reason, ladies and gentlemen, and that is because he is rather swift. Hoggy could be the champion of League 3 and going up to League 2. Well, definitely going up to League 2 next season. He's getting a taste of what the League of Champions looks like. And it looks like a vast difference here between Wacky Racer in another dimension. He has crossed the multiverse, ladies and gentlemen. He's racing next week. I don't even think we've seen people's start times under a 2:0:12 or 2:0:11 or 2:11. He's managed a 2:09. So rapid is an understatement. Hoggy maintaining, though, only losing the time to him in the first lap, but this second lap, Hoggy up to pace. So maybe Hoggy just taking it a little too easy on that first lap, expecting the cold tyres and just not having the trust in the BMW like Wacky Racer had. Wacky Racer absolutely putting it all on the line, and we can see that they can go easily off track there. when they are pushing this hard. Vodka Rob in the chat saying he's a rocket man. 4.2 seconds to Hoggy now. And when I tell you Hoggy is fast, ladies and gentlemen, then you can understand how fast the Wacky Racer is at the moment. Coming down into that final corner. And like I said, what is it? 205.4 is the fastest we've seen so far. 205.2 destroys the evening's record already. And Hoggy, unfortunately, a rough draw for Hoggy here, as Wacky Racer has crossed the multiverse and is racing in 3 different universes right now, and going faster still. Hoggy though, 206.0 is faster than we've seen in other races. This is the unfortunateness of a 1v1, the luck of the draw. Whereas Hoggy's pace in any other of the races would have been enough. In this race, facing this man, he is unfortunately having to eat a second spot. Wacky Racer is almost set to take off. I think he's going to drift away from the track. Half a second up on his fastest time already. And he is looking at record. Oh, it nearly came unstuck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Wacky Racer's race nearly came to facing the wrong way there. And his heart will have a little flutter. And he might even back off a little bit. You never know. Hoggy keeping to the realms of physics, driving in the same universe as us, sticking to the basics of how physics works, as Wacky Racer is going beyond. So Hoggy then 6 seconds behind Wacky Racer, but we have seen Wacky Racer going sideways, ladies and gentlemen. So and we've seen these races, we've seen people leading earlier this evening and putting it into a wall, easily done. A 2:04.3. Oh my gosh, a 2:04.3. There's nothing Hoggy can do about that, ladies and gentlemen. There's just nothing. He's driving fast. 2:06.5. His pace is the normal pace. It's the pace the rest of us are using, but Wacky Racer is driving beyond the code, and he is pulling out some stunning, astonishing, unbelievable times. It is crazy what we are witnessing here. And Wacky Racer then booking his place in the winner's circle of the evening. This is an feat, ladies and gentlemen, and poor old Hoggy, whom is driving as fast that would win a couple of the other races this evening, remember, is there's just nothing he can do. He is a normal human being like the rest of us. This is all he can do. And Wacky Racer has become the BMW. He is one with the car. So on board with a Wacky Racer, heading towards the mothership. 800ths up of his very fast time already, and the times are just to keep a drop in. Hoggy 10 seconds, but that's a statement about how fast Wacky Racer is and not how slow Hoggy is. Let it be understood. This has just been a very bad draw for Hoggy, and in any other car Hoggy would have had the upper hand, but Wacky Racer slinging it around here at Bathurst in a dominant fashion. He has put out a message to anyone competing in this series that he is booking his place in the final to be the Ultimate Racing League champion. The Ultimate Racing League champion. So Hoggy then, good pace for Hoggy, and still the back end though, and in second place, why not? You may as well put it all in. You may as well go all in, because what have you got to lose? And Hoggy then losing the back end of the BMW as a wacky racer. He's shaking his fist at science and physics and gravity and says there are no bounds for speed. Speed can move beyond all of these things. The only thing holding you back, it's like the Matrix, the only thing holding you back is you. Anything is possible in Gran Turismo 7, and Wacky Racer proving that right now as he absolutely destroys Bathurst. I think he's added to the destruction of the Earth. He's burnt fuel at such a temperature that it's brought the end of the Earth 10 years forward. Hoggy though, absolutely stunning job from the Hogmeister. Has had an absolute cracking pace out there, and like I said, anyone else drawn with him would have been in very big trouble. And Wacky Racer takes the win. Super stuff from the BMW Tide driver, as Hoggy then just crosses the T's and dots those I's and books his place in the left-hand column for the racing. Great effort from Hoggy. He can walk away from here knowing that he had good pace and tried his very best. But it's Wacky Racer that comes out on top. Unbelievable pace, wasn't it, from Wacky Racer? That was crazy. Well done. Well done, Wacky Racer. Good stuff. Excuse me. So there are your results then. A 2:04.3. I don't think we're going to get to see that beat, are we? This evening, ladies and gentlemen. And Hoggy with a very fast 2:06.0, which I think we haven't seen other people do in this. So race 6, ladies and gentlemen, race 6 is on next on the cards. Your competitors for race 6 is URL Grahamad Ali versus AMMS DTM Phaser. And we are seeing Grahamad Ali from the League of Champions, and we have seen what the League of Champions pace is like in that last race. And Phaser coming from League 4. So Phaser being the underdog in this race. Oh, we're going to have a lobby refresh, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take this moment for a little bit of silence and reflection. I might be able to make a quick cup of coffee. Yo, I'm back. I made a cup of coffee quicker than Wacky Racer got round the Bathurst. Oh, wow. Can you hear me? Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I've made a coffee, though. Woo, woo, woo. Back on the hot brew. Ladies and gentlemen, old Fazer and Muhammad Ali are waiting for me. I apologise. Oh, my God. That was a rush. A rush and a push, ladies and gents. A rush and a push. Coffee at 100 miles an hour. I grabbed a bag of crisps. I'm starving. I do apologise. Hopefully the crunch is worth it. So we have Fazer, the Belgian, who resides in League 4. And Muhammad Ali from the League of Champions in his West BMW. And we've got a lovely Bilstein, isn't it? Lovely Bilstein. And just about to have our sixth 1v1 of the evening. I saw he called the room preliminary of part 1, so yeah. I'll try and change the title at the end, call it the preliminaries. So Osman, he's hanging around in the room. I don't know if he fancies it. He's going to ended up being put on the grid if he's not careful. Oh, there he goes. He's gone now. So Fazer then, 19 miles on the clock of his BMW. So barely got to know ye yet. Muhammad Ali, it's fresh off the shelf for Muhammad Ali. And he is just introducing himself, should we say. Man alive, Wacky Racer was fast, wasn't he? What was that, 2043 was it or something? I can't remember now, it was so fast, I barely saw it, it was a blur. Wow, that's some pace. I'm going to have to go to the chat. Not the YouTube chat, the actual messenger chat. Because good God, that was ridiculous. So Fazer then, having his first lap practice. Brian didn't even know any information before he's at a long race. It was because someone couldn't get in, I think, is why they reset the lobby. So Muhammad Ali, I think I've commentated on one of Muhammad Ali's races. I think when I stood in for one of League One's races from not the season we've just had, but the season before. He's a swift one. He is a swift one. I know that I've said that about most of them. Well, they are. What can you say? I'd imagine he is the favourite running into this race. What did I say? It was 6. Next on the card we have Ninky New versus Drift Boy. So Ninky New, eh? That's from In the Night Garden. I know that much because I had children when that was popular and had to sit through many evenings of In the Night Garden. Although I used to get excited because that used to mean it was bedtime. We watched In the Night Garden, then it was the bloody famous person reading a story, then it was get them to bed, and then the PlayStation can get turned on. Because obviously, gentlemen, we know every day the PlayStation needs to be turned on because of the Romulan circuit boards. Will stiffen up if you don't turn your PS5 on every day. That's what I've told my wife. The Romulan circuit boards won't get hot enough, and the Ferengi casing will crack. And it will be all sorts of mess. So the PlayStation must be turned on and used at least half an hour every day in case of breakage. So there they go. Muhammad Ali and Fazer have both had a practice run in the BMWs. They've got to introduce themselves to their machinery. Dyson saying bloody 5 PS5s in my house. They've got to be turned on every day, remember, because those circuit boards very brittle. They can't get too cold. It's like a car engine. It'll seize up after a while if you don't keep them on regularly. So Muhammad Ali and Fazer then being debriefed by the admins like a P. Diddy party. There ain't no party like a P. Diddy party. And that is just what the Ultimate Racing League's all about. And Vodka Rob, all I can read is I'm tossing up. So, thank you. I'm tossing up between a PS5 Pro or a gaming PC. Are we going to lose you to iRacing? Are we going to lose you to the real simulators? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The battle commencing here. Fazer versus Muhammad Ali. Who will come out on top? Muhammad Ali, I believe, the favourite. Fazer, the underdog from League 4. The toots are on. It's off and on. So Muhammad Ali, I think, pulled away a little bit ahead of Fazer there. And a great lightning reaction from the Muhammad Ali. As Fazer then sets his phasers to stun as he goes chasing after the Muhammad Ali. And Vodgrov saying, I love GT7 in VR. It's the deal. It slaps, doesn't it, man? So Muhammad Ali under pressure. Fazer not messing around. He is up and in his business. The Belgians have been strong this evening. And Muhammad Ali, though, no slouch, obviously knows exactly what he's doing in the West BMW. And he is a slinging car, ladies and gentlemen. Especially you ladies. Keep a close eye on that one. Fazer then set in chase, but I'm sure he just had a little moment with the wall, or it looked very close to the wall. Muhammad Ali fighting every corner with the BMW. Vodka Rob in the chat, the reason I would go for a PC is Assetto Evo. Yeah, I've heard rumblings that it's meant to be good. And Fazer closes right into the dipper and through Forest Elbow. Down the straight, then Fazer in the toe, up to the chase, and Fazer giving it large balls as he chases down Muhammad Ali, who is under pressure now as Fazer pulls out into that lovely open space to the inside. Fazer pulls himself alongside, but Muhammad Ali under brakes, and Fazer gets through, and he makes the corner, and Fazer on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 1, Fazer just pulled that one right out of the bag from a million miles back, and Muhammad Ali has got all the work to do, but with all the laps to do them in. So it is still doable from this point forward. But Muhammad Ali, he can't mess about. He can't mess about with this early braking lucky. He has to go deep and go hard. As Fazer and Vodka saying that's a great slip there. It was a lovely slipstream from Fazer. He did that one by the numbers. And now pulling away from our Muhammad Ali. And it is a story of the underdog coming good on the end of lap 1, coming into lap 2. But it is not over yet, and I believe Muhammad Ali will win out in the end. He will set chase. He is a tenacious driver, and he will go about Fazer. But Fazer absolutely phased by nothing at the moment here at Bathurst, absolutely laying down the law around the track in his BMW and doing it very mightily indeed. What an absolute banger of a race so far, and Fazer opening up the gap to Muhammad Ali by nearly 2 seconds. He is not messing. Unbelievable stuff from the Belgian and Muhammad Ali. Call the police. He was mugged right off after the straight into the chase. And I didn't think Phaser was going to slow the car down, but he has gone into another realm at the moment. And Phaser setting his sights on the next round. Unbelievable pace by the Belgian. Muhammad Ali, though, not losing time, not losing time. Dyson saying Phaser is off-ski. Oh, he's definitely off. Phaser going wide, very wide at the chase, and that brings Muhammad Ali back into play as Phaser survival in the final couple of corners. I'm surprised we've not seen a big red number 1 above his head yet. How's he got away without getting a penalty? Unbelievable. And Muhammad Ali wondering the same thing. He's saying, where's that penalty above his head? And Jamie Dyson saying, I didn't mean off. Well, he obviously read your message wrong and thought, oh, go off. But Phaser then, having to do it all over again, built himself up a lovely, lovely lead. And Muhammad Ali, a 207.4 versus a 207.9. But Phaser having a big off. And Muhammad Ali getting very personal with one of the concrete walls around here at Bathurst. And Phaser is on it. He's on something. A big can of dubby, I think. He's dubbied up to the eyeballs, ladies and gentlemen. He's been on the dubby all day long. And Phaser then under pressure as Muhammad Ali sets chase. And he's getting the purples now, is Muhammad Ali, as he closes up the gap to Phaser. Phaser's back end stepping away from him again, but it's under control. And 2 seconds now. It looked like Muhammad Ali was closing in on Phaser, but Phaser getting a second wind on lap 3 and moving on up in the Bilstein BMW. And he's flicking those purples at Muhammad Ali, who is at the moment the current holder of the fastest lap. And Rob in the chat saying, I don't like the BMW myself, way too rear end excitable. Well, that's the feature, Rob. You're pointing out its best feature. And Dyson saying, no driven it yet. Oh, Dyson. And Muhammad Ali got it under 2 seconds. Still 2 laps to go. And Phaser at the moment, we classed him as the underdog. He came from League 4 versus Muhammad Ali from the League of Champions. And at the moment, Muhammad Ali, 207.3 is the best he can get, with a 206.1 from Phaser in his BMW. And Phaser doing a stand-up job at the moment, but you can't take your eyes off him for a second. We've seen him off the road already in these races. It can happen. And Muhammad Ali down to less than 2 seconds. This race is absolutely lit. It is anyone's business. Anyone can take the win at this point. And Vodka Rob saying it's okay on some tracks. Well, I wouldn't fancy it around here. Yes, it is a good test of the BMW at this track. And Phaser then 2.7 seconds. Phaser taking us all by surprise here, ladies and gentlemen, and coming from nowhere and absolutely smashing it. And Phaser saying one to watch through the leagues. I think so. I think that man is going to be going up the leagues a lippity split. And Muhammad Ali doesn't know what happened. Because Muhammad Ali doing a good pace out there as Phaser smashing it. 3.2 seconds is the gap as we go into the final lap here. And Phaser cuts the line he going to get it into the fives? Ah, 206 dead. A 206 dead and a 207.88 from Muhammad Ali there. Just not managing to get it into the 206s like our man Phaser, who's going to be going through at this rate to the next round into the winner's circle. And it's very wet in there. Good luck, my friend. So Phaser trying to survive one more lap here, and Muhammad Ali with a 4-second deficit to the man in the lead is just got to hope that fate intercedes in his on his behalf and puts Phaser into a wall. But at the moment, Phaser looks like he is no interest in that at all. Oh, I think he's in 4. Vodka Rob saying, is he in 4 or 5? And I said, Dyson says 4, I think. I believe he's in 4. Going faster again for Phaser, getting himself into the 205s, we believe. And Muhammad Ali, it was all or bust, and he's opted for bust as he faces the barrier, and Phaser then can bring this one on home with no concern and no worries. And Muhammad Ali going into the left column to be consoled by such great losers we've had this evening. We've had some great winners, but I've got to say, we've had some great losers as well. There's some big drivers with very fast tyres going into the left bracket here.
Depends if he does all races.
And that Phaser then comes on home. A great win for the Belgium. Super stuff. Belgium are having a great representation today. And that's Phaser takes the win of race 6, did we say? And Muhammad Ali. Yeah, race 6. Oh, what a shame for Muhammad Ali. He's lost a lot of time, but he had to push on that final lap. And he found himself facing the barrier. But the car looks absolutely blinding. And I think you did an amazing job, Muhammad. So well done. But it's Phaser who goes through into the winner's circle. Great job, Phaser. Super stuff.
3 and 5 weren't great.
And Dean in the chat saying, oh, well done. Oh, hang on, there's more. So there goes Phaser. He's part of the wolf pack, ladies and gents. And that's why he's so fast. So let me grab the replay. I don't even know if I've got enough space for all these replays. And that is your results from race 6. Whoo! Still 3 more races to go, and you wouldn't believe the names we have in store for you. So in the chat, we have Vodka saying probably 3 this next time then, eh? And Dyson saying depends if he does all the races. Dean Axis says, well done, Phaser. Great job. Vodka Rob saying, yeah, I'm not sure what League 4 was like for attendance. 3 and 5 weren't great. Oh, I don't think 5 had a problem. I just don't think they had a full lobby from the beginning. And Vodka Rob saying, we ended up joining together for the last few rounds. Yeah, I think League 5 was set up partway through the season because there was a load of people saying, oh, can we join? And it was unfair to dribble them into leagues that were already underway. So they started a 5th league. But I imagine that 5th league next season will be consumed into the 4 leagues that are already there. Hence why I think we'll have like 5 people getting promoted from the leagues, shuffling up, filling gaps. You know how it is. And Dean Atkinson saying League 4 was decent. I heard very swift, very fast. It's going to be interesting for those that go down from League 3 into League 4. They might be going down into a harder league than they were in. Right, I'm muting for 2 secs because I've still got a pack of Seabrook Beefy crisps and I am desperate to have another one.
1 or 2 fast buys in 5 as well.
like them. I love it when they come up with great names. On paper, this is Ninky New versus Drift Boy. So Kian Jamo 3. He's chose that as a nickname. That isn't his PSN.
It will all even out eventually. Okay, hand.
Drift Boy is better. What is a Nink? What do I prefer? Do I prefer having the Ninky Noo Na, or Kian Jay, or Drift Boy? I always have the nicknames on, so we'll go with nicknames. I'll just have to remember the blue one is Drift Boy in the Oriole car. That's another nice livery there, ladies and gentlemen. And Ninky Noo is a minion. They are among us. There it is. Nice. I like it, Ninky Noo. I hate minions though. I don't know why everyone loves them. They're so annoying. They're so irritating. But very nice livery. I will put my bias to one side.
Knees pass, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands.
So in the chat then,
Well raced phaser.
Vodka Rob is saying 1 or 2 fast guys in 5 as well. I know. Dyson says, yeah, it will all even out eventually. Grahamad Ali says, well raced phaser, nice pass. Grahamad Ali saying, well raced phaser, nice pass. He liked it so much he said it twice. And Vodka Rob saying, I'm quite happy in League 3. Now I've got my wheel setting sorted. I'm finding pace everywhere. So, yes, Drift Boy. Drift Boy he doesn't race on Sunday evenings usually. He's too good for Sundays. He just races in their Wednesday leagues. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a little bit of racing, look no further than the Ultimate Racing League, where you can get racing during the week, and Sundays obviously is the big one, but there is racing throughout the week always. So to get that itch scratched, look no further than the Ultimate Racing. Sorry, I've still got crisps around my teeth. I didn't eat all the bag. Oh, so Drift Boy doing his namesake, having a drift as the minion carrier grew. The Ninky Noo comes through. And in the chat then, Vodka saying, I still wouldn't call myself fast though by any stretch. And Dyson saying, a URL celebration. He loves it. We all love it here. It's a nice place with a huge membership of clean, fast and fun racers. Racers, I mean, the races is fun, but the racers you race with are important. And Ninky Noo getting it out of his system before the race ahead. So Drift Boy racing on the Wednesday evenings in whatever category they race, and his BMW is pretty fresh off of the shelf as well, with not any miles on the clock. And Ninky Noo as well. Looks like not BMW, not a popular car on Gran Turismo 7. Doesn't look like many people have got one. I've got one. I don't know if I've ever driven it though. I think I won it in the roulette. Dean Axton saying League 3 will be quick next season. 5 quick races coming up. I'm Frowny. Oh, all right, Frowny. Well raced in the earlier races. It was the first race, wasn't it? Second race against Too Fast for Use. So, here are our next warriors facing each other, facing down in the showdown of showdowns here at the Ultimate Racing League to find out who is the Ultimate Racing League racer. And yes, we have had 6 races so far, 6 people. Let's see if I can remember. I bet you I can't. I bet you I can't. I can't remember who won between P. White and Stealth. It were close though. I think it was Stealth. But it might have been P. White. They were up and down. I can't remember between Frowny and Too Fast. I think Too Fast may have done it. Race 3, I think Brian McCartney went through. Race 4, I think Ruthless Rufus went through. Race 5, Wacky Racer went through. and race 6 Phaser went through. And now we are looking at Ninky New and the Drift Boy. They've done their 2 laps. And now we are waiting for the showdown. Oh, P. White won it. Sorry, I got it the wrong way round. So P. White won the first one. We have had an excellent evening of racing. Let it continue onwards for race 7. Ninky New versus Drift Boy. It's a go here for another race here at Bathurst against the BMW side by side up to the first corner, but it looks like Drift Boy just edging it, but Ninky New on the inside of the apex. It looked a little messy between the 2 drivers, but at the end of the day, Ninky New is through, and Drift Boy having a look all the way up, too close to grab a toe. So just going side by side, waiting for the braking. He's going to do it under braking, but Ninky New wants to defend the position, but Drift Boy says no defence needed, sir. I am coming through, whatever you say. And unfortunately, Ninky New wanting to defend that position, but was just Drift Boy having his nose just far enough up the inside, really unable for the minion carrier to come across and block Drift Boy's braking into the corner. And now Drift Boy steadily pulling away. He's up to a second already on the minion carrier. Ninky New picked up damage, it seems, between the 2 racing each other, and Drift Boy getting full advantage whilst his competitor is carrying the damage as they go through the dipper and down towards Forest Elbow and down the long straight, as Ninky New still not out of it, 1.5 seconds behind, 5 laps to go. And as we have seen in these BMWs, anything can happen. So Drift Boy at the moment in the Oreo, making me hungry, man, in the Oreo BMW, absolutely slaying, but Ninky New holding on to the rear derriere of Drift Boy. And, where did I say Ninky New come from? I can't even remember now. I speak and I forget instantly. It's like I am that fish from the orange fish that lost his son and went looking for him. Finding Nemo, the blue fish that can't remember anything. Ninky New from League 4. We've said League 4 is quite tidy, and we can see that with Ninky New has pace. But Drift Boy absolutely desolating the field here with a great Dory. I know, I was pretending. I knew it was Dory. But bless you, thank you. Oh no! Drift Boy hitting the barrier, giving Ninky New an absolute golden opportunity to close back up. Drift Boy thinking that the race was already done and dusted and he could just go for a cruise up into the checkered flag. But then he met a barrier and his back end is not looking too straight, and Ninky New is still in this race. So in the chat, Archer and is it Panic at the Tesco? We're both fast at the Nord. I don't know, I wasn't racing. You're asking me for. Oh no, Ninky New's got caught up in the barriers, and Drift Boy then cruising away, and the order has been redressed. Poor old Ninky New. So Drift Boy then trying to make a hasty getaway because anything can happen. And Dyson in the chat saying it was Dory. Vodcrop saying I think it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 more seasons and it will balance out. And Dyson saying just keep swimming. That's all I need to tell myself. Just keep swimming. That's all I do. Just keep talking. That's my motto. Just keep talking. Don't worry. Even if you call people the wrong names, just keep talking. And I tell you what, Ninky New is driving with a vengeance. He really is slamming them ones in there as Drift Boy 4-second lead at the moment, but we saw how close it got after Drift Boy made a small error, a 2:08.9, and I remind you, I believe the fastest we've seen so far is Wacky Racer with a 2:05 point. Oh, bugger, something. He was in the 2:05s. That's as much as I'm willing to say. So Ninky Noo then has had some dramas, but is still in striking distance of Drift Boy. And Drift Boy then wanting to get into the winner's circle as he goes and has a little movement with the wall and introduces himself and his car to Barry R. And 2.7 second lead for Drift Boy at the moment as the Minion carrier is trying to close in on the gap, but the walls are tight here at Bathurst, and the cars are way too fast for the track as they break down into the dipper. And again, it's always jeopardy as you touch those brakes coming down here and then coming out the corner. More jeopardy as you touch the accelerator. Anything can go wrong. And as you can see, Drift Boy is drifting it now. He can't help himself. And Ninky Noo is holding. Well, it got down to nearly less than 2 seconds, but it's grown to a 3 seconds. So I don't know if Ninky Noo had a moment coming out of Forest Elbow there. But Drift Boy absolutely slinging Beamer today, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely slinging it. And doing a beautiful job. This is only going to get hotter and hotter each round, isn't it? As the winners dwindle out the not winners, then it's going to get tighter and tighter. Although on the card tonight we have a big one. We have a final of racers. Like, I mean, it should be in the finals kind of race, and it's in the first preliminary. It's going to be huge. Oh, a 2:04.3. Sorry, Adam Douglas reminded me that Wacky Racer did a 2:04.3. Scary. Ninky Noo is the fastest person on the track right now, and Drift Boy better watch himself, because any small mistakes and Ninky Noo is gonna be all up and in his business. Oh, them barriers are absolutely outrageous here at Bathurst. Who put a wall there, eh? What fool put a wall in the way? As Drift Boy looking good, looking comfortable in his BMW. And Vodka Rob saying, I love the cat spying through the barrier at the track. Loads of Easter eggs in this game. Yeah, I think there's a UFO here somewhere. I found the kangaroo. But no, don't ask me to start going around looking for all of those weird little... Oh no! Drift Boy's had a big mistake, but Ninky Noo, some 7 seconds behind, also struggling in the BMW, and I think Drift Boy might be safe. He's got a bit of damage. Ninky Noo, we know, has pace. They have a 2:07.6 on the board at the moment. We're down to 4 seconds again. We're on lap 4 of 5, going into the final lap. And I don't think Drift Boy can afford to make any more mistakes. He's carrying a little bit of damage there. Ninky Noo getting another half a second. I've just seen the helmet. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, Ninky Noo. You're a cray-cray. You cray-cray. So, 2.6 seconds going into the final lap. Drift Boy definitely cannot afford a single mistake so far. And Ninky Noo, a 2:08.7 also. And Ninky Noo wants to dig deep and find that amazing lap time that they know they can do. Drift Boy then slinging it like he has so far this race, and hoping it sticks to the grey stuff as he makes his way around And Ninky New pushing and pushing to try and put some pressure on the Wednesday evening racer. Again, the BMW not wishing to do as it is told. And Ninky New, plenty of opportunities arising for them, but they're not accepting them. They are not accepting them. They're having their own issues in the BMW, the B Minion W. And Drift Boy at the moment has had some unluck, but has been very lucky because the Minion fell a little too far back to try and go on the attack and make up for when Drift Boy had his moments. It's been one of those kinds of races. And Vodkrop saying the UFO is at the top of the right somewhere. I spotted it once. I don't think I've ever spotted the UFO. That's where I saw that bit was where I saw the kangaroos. So, and Drift Boy getting purples finally. He wants to end this race. Oh, again, it's looking a little messy there from Drift Boy, but I think he's got the distance to make it count. He's giving us a little flash as he comes around Murray's corner and up towards the checkered flag and into victory lane. Well done, Drift Boy. Great race. And Ninky New did it extremely well, and they lost the fastest lap, unfortunately, for Ninky New. But a great race by the pair of them, and it's Drift Boy through to the next the winner's circle, we'll call it. So they are your results as I check out what is going to be, what are we, race 7? Race 8? Oh, sorry, I sniffed up, I just heard it. Race 8, 2 more races to go, ladies and gentlemen. Race 8, URL Osman versus Captain Slow. And I have heard Osman from rumour and reputation, ladies and gentlemen. I have heard he is a fast one, Mr. Brown.
Very entertaining.
Oh my good golly gosh, it was so worth making a hot brew in between, I tell thee, because that is nice. So Osman being recalled back to the pits as Drift Boy still in the winner's circle there, can't get out, he loves it. And Vodka Rob saying it's been a busy old night. It has, hasn't it? But very entertaining. Good Vodka Rob. I was worried. I volunteered for this because I didn't sign up for the 1v1s, and they needed a commentator. And I pay tribute. I said I pay tribute, just like out of Hunger Games. And but I was worried about how it would look. Just 2 cars on the track can be pretty tricky, and lots of different things happening and cogs working all at the same time. I thought it could have the possibility of being a show, show, but it has turned out to be fantastic. I have enjoyed myself. The time has absolutely flown by. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. I think I sat in this chair at about 6:30 to open up the stream and jump in the lobby. So, and usually I have breaks with fags by now, but I have not, because I've enjoyed myself. Captain Slow, I believe Captain Slow Vodka Rob, I think we raced him 2 seasons ago in League 3, and then he got promoted. Too good for us. He was in the Citroen, if you remember, that horrible VGT Citroen. Looked like an opal fruit had thrown up on it. Surely you remember him.
I've actually switched phones twice.
So, this one, Captain Slow, Oh no, he's in League 4. Who am I thinking of then? What captain did we race? I'm sure there was a something slow we raced, but no, Captain Slow's from League 4. I don't remember. Oh, wow, okay. I thought he was in League 2. I thought we raced him. I was almost certain I knew who he was, but obviously not. I'm getting him mixed up with a different Captain Slow. And Osman from the League of Champions. We have a League of Champions versus a League 4 driver, and we know Captain Slow was in our league. I'm sure he must have got relegated then. Yeah, Captain was in League 2. Yeah, he was. Oh, I thought he got promoted when he disappeared. He must have got relegated into League 4. Wow. Wow. There you go. So yeah, Captain Slow. Me, Rob and Dyson are all rather friendly with the Captain Slow. He had a poor car, bless him. He was fast. He didn't need he didn't deserve relegation if that's what happened to him. I think he might have missed a couple of rounds as well. That probably didn't help. But he is in a fresh off-the-shelf BMW. No miles on that one, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a lovely livery happening. I like it.
There is a Captain Slow and a Captain Slow.
Ah, Dirtview says there is a Captain Slow and a Captain Slow. I think it was the SLO Slow. Yeah. I thought he got promoted. I didn't think he was that. He was fast as hell. So, yeah, sorry. 2 Captain Slows. They're variants of the same person, do you think?
With tears of joy.
And Dyson says, ah. And Vodkarov says, all right. So we've all been enlightened. See? Educational. Educational here. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. So, Captain Slow from League 4, but it's not the Captain Slow that we know. Don't you know? Flo. So, and Osman. Osman's a big hitter, ladies and gentlemen, from the League of Champions. And Dyson says, stick that in my basket. Hey.
Ozzy should be quick here.
Aussie should be quick here, says Brisbane. And Vodkrop saying perhaps the one with the W is his missus. So, Captain Slow, but not the one we know. It's the other Captain Slow. He's just cruising at the moment. He's done his 2 laps. He came out a little earlier than Osman because Osman got recalled back to the pits because he got all excited. And we haven't even looked at his livery. He's got the traditional BMW livery on that bad boy. And I like it. I'm here for it. I am enjoying it very much. So there they go. They've had their 2 laps of practice. Oh, and Osman has had some mileage in the BMW. He knows his BMW. The 2046 Osman. You know he's going, isn't he? He's going for the that 2043 that Wacky Racer did. These sim racers, it's not enough just to go through. They have to make a statement whilst going through. The bloody mentality of these sim racers is unbelievable. Now, I know what you're doing, Osman. I know what you're trying to do. You're 3/10 off, bud. Try again. You're not allowed to try again. Stop him. Uh-oh. Dirgeview wants a acceptance of friendship from Captain Slow.
Absolutely, time counts.
Absolutely. Time counts. Come on, we've got the big one at the end. We've got the big showdown after this one, Osman. What are you playing at? We've got Toby versus Bailey on the card at the end here. And Osman and Captain Slow first. What an evening of racing, ladies and gentlemen. Hoo-wee. I'm going to have to go, well, have a fag after, but go for a shower after this one. So much sexiness. There's a 3 in there somewhere, says Dyson. 203. Dyson fancies it. Oh my. Am I getting invited to Oh, Phaser wants to be my friend. I will, Phaser, straight after the stream. Oh, shall we do it on stream? Just for... because nothing's happening. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is me accepting... Oh, he wants to be my close friend. Oh, I won't do that on stream then, because it'll say your real name. I'll do that after the stream, bud. I didn't know you wanted to be close friends. I just thought you wanted to be PSN buddies. I don't mind being close friends. But, yeah. I'll do it after the stream. I don't want your real name coming up on the stream. That's where stalkers come from. I'll start stalking you. So, Captain Slow, still out. There is something. The admins are obviously doing something else. I bet they're looking for the superstars at the end. They've probably both gone out to get like a drink or something. They're probably rushing around trying to look for Toby and Bailey. Bailey saying he's not racing unless they take all the brown M&Ms out of his bowl in his waiting room. And Vodkrop saying I have no idea what the difference is. The difference is what? And here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It comes down to this. Osman versus Captain Slow. Not the one we know. We're waiting for the lights to drop. And it's another 5-lap encounter here at Bathurst. Mount Panorama. With Osman versus Captain Slow. It's a go here. And Osman absolutely lightning fast reflexes. Dips the accelerator and pulls away. And Captain Slow there staring at the back of the Osman's beast. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying friends and close friends. Oh, they tell you your real name, and it's a different profile picture. Sorry, man, I was miles away. So Osman then leading this one with Captain Slow, setting a chase, and Captain Slow, no slouch, it seems, at the beginning of this, staying with the Osman, and you know the Osman is looking for a 204.3 or better in this race. And Captain Slow, 1.4 seconds. It's immense where these aliens find time. They just slam through these corners. And you're driving on the edge of your wits, and they're still pulling away at a second a corner. And you're just thinking, how? But Osman there, taking no prisoners. That man's racing wacky. Oh no, Osman pushing too hard. Captain Slow coming across him, but Osman getting going again, but he's got the damage, and this is what happens when you're racing the clock. And at the moment, Captain Slow has let him off easily there, because Captain Slow, I think, was a lot closer than that and took it easier around those corners. When he saw the flag come up, I think he didn't want to slam into him, not knowing exactly where he was. And Osman at the moment looks like he got away a little bit with that. He's still carrying the damage as he goes into the chase, and Captain Slow within a second of our man Osman, who is like I said, I think he's trying to beat times here and not Captain Slow. He wants to concentrate on the job in hand and not worry about what other lap times other people are doing, Mr. Osman. And Captain Slow then within 1.5 seconds of the man. And Captain Slow slinging it into that first corner. And Osman then trying again to pull away. And Dyson saying, and that's a bye-bye from Osman. And Vodkarov saying, my real name is here, although I get called Robert by my mum if I'm in trouble. Ooh. Don't make me Robert you, Vodka Rob. And Baxter in the chat saying, go Osman. Yeah, I know, some people don't mind their names being out there, Vodka Rob, but some people might not. And, you know, it's not his choose. Yeah. I'll do it after the stream, it's fine. So, Osman. And Dyson in the chat saying, I get called many names. Hey! So Osman then blues, and he's pulled away from Captain Slow, but Captain Slow is, he knows the Osman is absolutely driving on a fine-edged line, and could come unstuck at any point around the track. So Captain Slow, using his brains, driving with his brains, knows he just has to stay on the grey stuff, point the right way. He can't beat Osman for pace, but Osman, he might get beaten by Wacky Racer from 2 races ago, trying to chase that fastest lap. And he's going to be well aware there's going to be 2 very big hitters coming behind him in the next race that are going to be looking also to be smashing that time. They're so competitive, these sim races. A 2:05.7 from Osman, up to 6 seconds against Captain Slow. Captain Slow, 2:10.3. And it looked like he struggled on that lap somewhat as the Osman goes into hyperdrive and moves his BMW into another dimension. And Vodka Rob saying he gets called many names as well, most of them ain't good. Ultimate Racing League are in the chat saying, come on, Captain Slow. And Dyson saying, wife uses full Scottish vocabulary. I love the full Scottish vocabulary. Oh, I love a Scottish woman. When there was a TikTok where he went, oh, would you look at that, on his phone, and she looked around and said, would you look at what? And she went into one about carrying his burns and everything, and then he pointed out that he had the camera on her. It was amazing. It's one of my favourite TikToks. So Osman there in the chat then, Ultimate Racing League saying, beat the Osman, the Welsh beep. And Vodka Rob saying, my middle name is Craig, but I don't use it because if you say RC fast, it really doesn't sound good. RC. And Dyson saying, checkered flag. So it's over, isn't it? Osman absolutely pulverising, but I think Osman's racing Wacky Racer right now. I don't think he's even taken any notice of Captain Slow, so he could throw it off the road. Captain Slow, no slouch, obviously, doing well in his league. And he's trucking on. Whereas Osman is just, at the moment, trying to beat Wacky Racer's time, I believe. That's what his true intentions are. A 2:04.7, not quite yet, my friend. Not quite yet. And Dyson is flying the Flying Scotsman. He was, wasn't he? Although him and Motorstorm, it was nip and tuck. What an exciting season them two had. It was cracking. So Osman, and then you put Idle 4 Gaming in there. Woo, mama, what a season. So Osman, 11 seconds ahead of Captain Slow, not the one we know, the other Captain Slow. And he's doing great times, but up against the League of Champions Osman, who is no slouch, it has been said. And he's chasing a time, ladies and gents, of Wacky Racer. And poor old Captain Slow is just collateral. You're collateral, Captain Slow, I'm afraid. Osman is on a mission, and you can blame Wacky Racer for that one. So there we go. Osman on lap 4. He's running out of laps to try and beat Wacky Racer's time, which I think is his ultimate goal here. And a great drive there into the winner's circle, I think, for Osman. Captain Slow losing a little bit more time in the BMW. And I think we're going to have some drivers come the end of this say they will not get in that BMW again. And Osman is up on his own time. He is just about to smash Wacky Racer's time. And all Wacky Racer can do is stand in the paddock and watch in dismay as the Osman comes down into the braking zone, touches the apex inappropriately as he heads up the final straight to take away the fastest lap of the evening at 2:04.0, and the crowd erupts around the Australian mountain as Osman destroys the lap record, and Captain Slow regaining control of his BMW as it comes through the final corner, has just not been able to get the pace down on the tarmac that we saw in his practice session. And Dyson saying League One will say otherwise. As Osman then, he can chill out now, surely. He's not going to try and put it into the threes. He is, because he knows then next up, Toby and Toby and the other fella, Toby and Bailey, are going to be going for that lap time. So Osman then absolutely driving in another realm, and Ultimate Racing League says Captain Slow has done well. I think he's done amazingly going up against Osman, going against these giants. Captain Slow hasn't embarrassed himself. He's not thrown it off the road. He's done an absolute solid job. I think a job that would beat other people this evening in other rounds. It's just an unlucky draw once you're against people like Wacky Racer and Osman, but someone's got to race them, and you never know. You never know what's going to happen. We saw Osman throw it off on lap 2. So, seeing as Osman is in League of Champions, definitely, like I said, any other pick, Captain Slow probably would have been able to go through, but he drew Osman, and that's just unfortunate for him. And Osman then, is he going to push that time any further forwards, or is 2:04.0 going to be the best we see this evening? We will see. And Osman crosses the line to go to the winner's circle, and Captain Slow has done a respectable job. And as I said, any other race this evening, Captain Slow would possibly have gone through, but he drew the Osman, who has been the fastest man of the evening. Great job from Captain Slow, and a great job from Osman. Great racing, boys. Great racing. Fantastic. Lovely. I like it. Likey. Right then, let's grab that. And then let's have a look at that. So, the real Osman, 2:04.075. And ladies and gentlemen, we are drawing near to the end of our evening's excitement. But last but not least, on the card for your evening's entertainment, we are heading towards race 9. And who are we seeing in race 9? We have, in the BMW M6 GT3 Endurance Model 16, Toby. He will be facing, also in the BMW GT3 M6 Endurance Model 16, Bailey. Time for a clean race, my friends. Time to bring this one on home. Fantastic stuff. Bailey, late to the scene. We saw him just entering. Oh, no, it's Toby who just entered the lobby, sorry. But Bailey not yet in his car. We still have Osman and Captain Slow sat in the paddock area as they're wheeling in. Oh, no, Bailey's got out of his car. And Toby's gone altogether. Where's Toby go? No, Toby's out of his car as well. So, for some reason, there's Osman and Bailey. Not Bailey, sorry. Captain Slow still in their vehicles. And they've had the announcement from Dirge View to leave the track, please. And Inky's been in all night. I don't think he was on the card, was he? It was nice. He was just hanging out. Nothing else better to do. Oh, they had their race. I wonder how they did. I don't know. I'll get the replay after this, and then tomorrow evening, look at that, double stream, you lucky little devils. There'll be some League One final action. Might even be able to announce who goes up and goes down. If Dirge View pulls his finger out. I mean, he's only having to deal with all of this and organise all of this as well as all the tables. Is it Dirge View that does all the tables? I think so. So here we go then. Ah, bless. No, Captain Slow, you did an absolutely cracking job. You were just against an absolute beast. It's you did fantastically. Don't take what happened out there in that final race to heart, because the Osman is an animal. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bailey and Toby. I've got to hang on, mute. Vodka Rob in the chat saying I'm actually of Scottish descent. My great granddad, I think, either that or his dad. Yeah, I'm a quarter Irish. My granddad was from the Republic of Ireland. He went to kill some Nazis and ended up in the northern England where he met my grandma, and then started an Irish Anglo McCartney clan in the midst of England. Then I moved down south and started my own McCartney clan at the south of England. It's like an infection. Oh, Bailey! I like the livery. And a little clip with a curb there. Toby. These are both from the League of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. These two have been racing each other every Sunday since the dawn of URL, which was pretty much 2 minutes after the world. God invented the world, and then he created the Ultimate Racing League. So these guys have been here since the beginning of existence, and this is their purgatory. This is their punishment, to just drive around chasing each other's tails until the end of time. And Toby then. Bob saying my granddad was in Operations Market Garden in World War II, captured by the Germans. I don't think my granddad got too heavily involved. He was a parachuter, jumped out of aeroplanes and stayed out of the way. I think I don't think he's got any stories of capture and stuff. And so Bailey then and Toby, the big one, ladies and gentlemen, the big fight on the cards. Your Tyson versus some influencer that no one remember in 5 minutes time, not alone 5 years time. And all that is that, Tyson got paid, ladies and gents. That's all we need to know. Tyson got paid. He got some of that YouTube money. He got some of that YouTube Netflix cash.
He came back after being a power.
Easiest money he ever made in his life. All he had to do is pranny around in a ring and pretend to box for 20 minutes at best. And Vodka Rob saying he came back after being a prisoner of war. Oh man, he's seen things. Did he ever watch up his butt? An uncomfortable watch. For 4 years, I had carried this hunk of metal, this uncomfortable hunk of metal, in my ass. A hubbarder, I hear you say. Race 9. It has been a long evening of racing, ladies and gentlemen. You may feel that you're raced out. This is like one of those Formula One weekends when they decide to have a sprint, and by Sunday, before the race has even started, you're thinking, it's too much F1. 2 qualifyings. Oh, who wants to sit through 2 qualifying sessions? They really got that wrong. But it's not, because the resistance is coming. The little fine tuning on the top of the cake, the sprinkling that brings it all together is just about to come. We have a heavyweight duke out on its way. Bailey in the black rocket BMW versus Toby in the white and blue, black and red, bit of everything BMW. I'm looking for a sponsor, for heaven's sakes. X-Tie. Wow. The excitement. Excite. That's what. Excite. That's what it says. It's not X-Tie. It's X-I-T-E. So excite. I like it. So it's the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Bailey is now into the pits. Toby is checking out the rear differential on the BMW. And soon, for 5 laps, we are going to answer the question of whom is faster, Toby or Bailey. And Vodkrop saying that's a great film. And Dyson saying good luck, lads, with a rocket emoji. And obviously here at the Ultimate Racing League, like Netflix, we're going to absolutely milk it before we start the last race. We're going to go and talk to Toby's uncle now, and a friend he had at school. Oh no, we're going into the race. I thought we were going to just talk to random people that know him a little bit. So Toby versus Bailey, the big match on the card. Who will win? It's a go here, and Toby looked like he had the better start from Bailey, and Toby definitely getting the better start and getting into the first corner first, but Bailey closes in, absolutely immense, carries a lot more pace through the first corner, and Toby is under the pressure already. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be a savage fight. The death. You watched Gladiator? Well, wait. There's got nothing on us. Are you not entertained? And Toby at the moment leading the way, but Bailey is stuck to the rear bumper like it's no more nails has been applied. And in the chat, Brisbane, a 202.5 with a mistake on turn 3 is quick. Great lap, Toby. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at their practice laps. And Vodkrov saying we had Bailey in our F1 league. Wonder if it's the same one. I had Bailey at Christmas. He was lovely. Toby then is leading the race. Bailey is waiting for his moment. I love a good look here. Oh my God, Bailey having a meeting with the barrier halfway down the dipper, and that is giving Toby big vibes of a gap. And Toby could take this one. Toby looking good. I've kept hearing Bailey this, Bailey that. But it's Toby that is taking centre stage at the moment. There was talk this was a huge one. A huge smackdown of smackdowns. And at the moment, the smackdown is coming from Toby towards the Bailey. And at the moment, Toby doing all he needs to do as he gets around lap 1. And Toby is psyched into this one. He is in the zone. He is not messing around in the BMW. 376 miles on the clock of his one. Bailey 461. They both know the BMW extremely well. I'm sure they know this track even better. Every bump, curve and nuance there is to know. And this is what it comes down to. Toby, 2 seconds at the moment. Bailey is struggling to stay with the Excite BMW. It is absolutely lording it around the mountain, and Bailey is just got to stick in there and hope other things happen, like curbs get in the way of Toby, or a kangaroo runs out into the middle of the road. And there we go. Bailey very aggressive over the curbs. Is that what could be costing him? As Toby, and you know both of these are also be keeping one eye on that 2040, was it, that was done by Osman. Sorry. There's a lot of names I haven't used before. It's alright when you do the leagues, you get to know them, but it's been a lot of guys coming and going. I've never used their names before, but it's a lot. It's a lot, I tell thee. So Toby at the moment 5 seconds up on his first lap, which was a standing start, and Bailey at the moment 3 seconds. And Bailey looks like he's going to be going into the left column at the end of this one. And Toby, from the start, absolutely lit up the wheels of the BMW, and he has a 202.1. Unbelievable lap time, and Bailey slams a 203.4, both of them. Unbelievable pace in the BMW, and at the moment Toby is absolutely hounding this race.
With open mouth.
My good golly gosh, and he's going faster again, ladies and gentlemen. And Bailey is lovely. Bailey's is lovely. Goes down way too easily though. Yeah, it does. You're right. And Vodka also saying wow at the lap time from the Tobe Meister. Brisbane keeping a close eye on this, I imagine. These are the guys he's facing in next season. I thought we saw Brisbane. Oh yeah, we saw Brisbane in the chat saying 202.5 with a mistake on turn 3 is quick. Great lap, Toby. He's gone faster now. 202.1 in the race. 4 seconds to Bailey. Bailey absolutely is on it as well. The lap time's faster than we've seen from anyone this evening, except for Toby, the man he's facing. Again, it's the look of the draw, I guess. Anyone else, Bailey would have absolutely smashed out of the park. But at this time, at this moment, Toby is on fire. So Toby, 4.4 second gap built up between himself and the Bailey. Cracking stuff we're having here. Great racing between the pair of them. And Vodka reckons we're going to get a 201 in this race. I will be amazed with a 201. That is stunning pace. And Toby then bringing it down towards the final corner to start lap 4. A little wiggle there. That might have cost him his 201. It did. It's a 202.3. Slower than he went before, but he did have a wobble coming out the final corner. 203.8 from Bailey. Unbelievable lap times, better than we've seen from anyone this evening, and he's 5 seconds behind Toby. What an absolute shocker. Great driving from the pair of them on a absolute knife's edge of driving here we're seeing around Bathurst, and a great pair of aliens up against each other. But Toby is in another zone. He's in another postcode, ladies and gents. Bailey's racing on Sunday, but Toby is racing Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Bailey would have won in most of the other draws.
And yeah, Vodka Rob saying Bailey would have won in most of the other draws. Definitely, easily. That's what I'm saying. It's a shame. It's just the luck of the draw. And Toby, oh, I thought he'd lost it in the dipper there, but he's got control of his beast. Ladies, this is a man that knows how to control his beast. If you're interested, apply here. And Toby, at the moment, unbelievable pace, up to 6.8 seconds on Bailey, who is also going rather swiftly around the Australian mountain. But Toby absolutely he's taken the words away. What can you say with that sort of pace? Is stunning stuff. It is stunning stuff. Dyson says best two to race each other, though, I'd say. Yes, easily. And Toby then, 2:02.2. He can't get those 2:01s, Vodka Rob. And Bailey at 2:04.5. And Bailey now 7 seconds away from Toby. What an absolute supreme masterclass in driving a BMW around Australia. And Toby taking no prisoners in any of the corners, aggressive with the BMW, and it has been a drive of the ages from Toby. Bailey absolutely slamming as well, but it's just he drew the wrong person, didn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Because Toby is on fire. I don't think Toby would have been beatable today by anyone. So Vodka Rob saying close, and Darko saying insane. Vodka Rob saying, to be fair, a 2:02 is still insanely fast. It is. It's insanely fast. What was the fastest we saw before that? A 2:03.4 or something. So Toby then bringing her on home, and he's trying to get out of those 2:02s. And Bailey also will be wanting to get a tidy lap in at the end there for bragging rights, as Toby stuns the crowds, ladies and gentlemen. Half a second up on a 2:02.1. Unbelievable. And Bailey then 8 seconds adrift of Toby. They're both in the League of Champions together. They know each other very well, and Toby cuts the line to take the win and join the winner's circle in 2:01.680. And here comes Bailey going towards the left column with a 2:02.9, the fastest lap times we have seen this evening. What an absolute cracker. And there he is. Toby is the man of the evening. Cracking stuff there. So we'll grab that replay and check their results, and we'll wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen. That has been an absolute banger of an evening of racing. Join us next week for part 2 with a different set of 9 races, I guess. And then we'll be getting into the people who have been knocked out racing each other. It's amazing.
Wow,
So,
Toby at that pace.
Vodka Rob saying, I'm guessing he's got ABS off to turn that well. Smith saying, sometimes, boys. And Smith also saying, ABS is on. And Brisbane saying, wow, I wouldn't have beaten Toby at that pace. I don't think anyone could have beaten Toby at that pace.
Wow, that's insane then.
Wow, that's insane then, says. Everyone is rather impressed. But Bailey, look, 2:02.9. Bailey was absolutely flying. Adam in the chat saying, thanks for the commentary. Thingy, my pleasure. It's always a pleasure, especially when the racing is as fun as that. So don't forget the week ahead. Monday evening, come back. Oh, bless you, Smith, saying top commentary. Thank you very much, man. come back Monday evening for League One action, their final race. It's only 3 laps around the Nürburgring, but it puts an end to the championship. We might know who gets promoted and who gets relegated. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Darko in the chat saying great comms. Vodka Rob saying great comms, great entertainment, cheers. Oh, thank you guys. And Peter C saying great races, great comms. Oh, bless you all. You are way too kind. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being part of it. Muhammad Ali in the chat saying nice one, great comms. Thanks, dude. Anytime. I can't wait for next Sunday. It's going to be a banger. Whew, now we can all just calm down a second because that was intense. Thank you to everyone who took part. Hang on, I will name them all. It's only fair. P. White, thank you. Stealth, huge thank you. Frowny, Too Fast for Use, thank you very much. Poison Dwarf and Brian Moncani, thank you very much. That's life. Ruthless Rufus, you stars, thank you very much. It's Hoggy, Wacky Racer, thank you. Grahamad Ali and Phaser, you stars. Ninky New and Drift Boy, super stuff. Osman and Captain Slow, thank you. And then finally Toby and Bailey, thank you very much. It has been a great evening. Let's do it again next week. That's what I say. Right, they've closed the room. That's how long it took me. Thank you very much, everyone. Turu, peace and love, peace and love. Word to your mother.